Live. We are live. We've got the spices. We've got Cheetah, Patrick. We got Hobbs. We have a special guest coming on in about 5 minutes. I will give you a hint. He dreams in digital.
Wow, I wonder who that could be. I have no idea. Poop.
So I want to start with talking to Spice about some things. So I've watched literally every movie that you guys have sent me as of the last week and a half. I watched, what was it, Harvard's Down?
Okay. Yeah,
That was
Harvard's
entertaining.
Down.
Yeah, that was entertaining. I did watch Creature, I believe it was called. No, The Jungle.
Oh, The Jungle. How'd you like it?
That was cool too. The ending was really good, really surprising. I watched, but the one that I liked so far, like second best, was Krampus the Christmas Devil. Holy shit.
Oh,
That was awesome. What up, Tim? What up, Joe, the horror man? What up,
Kaiju.
Amanda? Kaiju.
Hi, guys. And women. Guys and ladies.
The horror man does a Ric Flair. Woo!
Yeah.
But yeah, like, so that Krampus film was really good. I cannot believe how bad it gets shit on IMDb. What up, Coffin Crew?
A lot of good stuff gets cracked on by IMDb.
I know. There's a sequel. Did you guys know that?
Yeah. To which movie?
The Krampus the Christmas Devil.
Krampus the Christmas Devil.
What up, Jay?
Who put that up?
I can tell you who it wasn't. It wasn't the Polonia brothers.
You sure? It might have been the dead one.
But did you guys know there was a sequel to that?
Didn't they call it the? Hey, Joe.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, Casey.
I didn't.
Hi, Amanda.
I just remember watching the first one, and that's about it. Nice to know that there's a sequel.
Yeah, I also watched the Damon Wayans comedy special you guys sent me. That was entertaining.
Oh.
Old Damon Wayans.
Oh yeah, hell yeah! Like talking about the OJ trial and like old school.
Oh yeah. And I'm like, oh my god, talk about raising the dead.
Yeah.
Major Pain, right?
He was making fun of himself for being in Blank Man. I loved that movie.
What about Major Pain?
That was a good one too. I don't know why I liked Blank Man better though, but I did. I think Boom might be coming on tonight. I'm not for sure what she had going on with her husband for Valentine's Day, but she didn't know if we were doing it or not, so she might be here in a little bit.
Okay.
And then our special guest should be here in about 2 to 3 minutes, hopefully.
I was taking a little nap. We're expecting a little bit more snow tomorrow.
Jason, I agree with you, buddy. Major Pain was awesome. Bam Bam Bigelow was in that one too, right?
He was, and so was Mike Ironside. Even though he didn't play a very big part, but.
Did you guys check out Jason's review of Platoon? Good stuff. It's a classic.
Yes, we did.
We sure did.
It
really is.
I guess we will. I knew
like what we're doing. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I knew that's the movie that Jason reviewed. I have not watched it yet. but him and I both agreed that Platoon is the best movie about Vietnam that was made.
Yeah. I think it's exciting
What
of
up, Coffin
how
Crew?
all of us are kind of like picking a day to do different things other than just horror.
Yeah, I mean, I like that too. I'm really excited to see Jason's series. I mean, that's been good, and I guess there is a lot more out there than just horror films, sci-fi, fantasy. There's action, adventure, martial arts, mysteries, whole bunch of stuff out there.
Oh yeah.
I just posted a review of another cowboy movie called Whispering Smith that came out in 1948. I just posted that out on my channel.
Just as long as you know that horror is the best genre, I'm cool with everything you got to say, Cheetah.
The horror is the best. Mhm. That's right.
Yeah, horror is the best, but
Horror is entertaining. I mean, definitely.
yeah.
Some of the movies out there are just.
Phil's creepy vids.
Hey, it's your buddy Phil.
Phil.
Hey, Phil.
What's funny is Phil's got a lot of the actual props from movies. He actually has the original Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters somewhere in his home.
Okay, now Phil has.
Oh wow.
Okay,
The
now
one that climbed Central Park, the one that stepped on the church. I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that one. Imagine sending that over to Iraq. The Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, I have not
Mother
seen.
puss bucket.
I've only seen the first two Critter movies.
Why am I not showing up?
I don't know. Where's the camera plugged in?
Miss Boomstick must be a ghost.
Can I see you yet?
I'm not sure what's going on.
She's a ghost today.
That's okay, Jason. I've got the box set. I've got to binge those two, brother.
Can you guys hear me?
I've seen them all, but I've got to binge them.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. I go wait for my husband to come back because I'm not sure what's going on.
I'm afraid I'm going to see him come out of that darkness.
Boomstick, welcome to the chat.
Now, Miss Boomstick goes, boy, I'm out of here.
That's right. It's John Cena because you can't see her.
Oh, there we go.
The shutter was closed.
Oh, there she is.
She's going to get the five knuckle shuffle.
But apparently I didn't.
Uh-oh, we got one more coming, guys. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's back. Yeah.
What's up, everyone?
Oh, a long
Hey, what's going on, everyone?
Oh, boy, here he is.
Looking good, brother. Look at that. He's got was that the leather coat you got going on? What is that, man?
Oh my god. Everyone's talking at once. Leather coat.
It looks like you're wearing a dark jacket or something. Oh, he's got a flannel on or something.
No, I just
He's
got
looking like a
regular
model,
dress
man.
coat on.
Oh, okay. Jacket or something. Look
Oh,
at
it's a
Phil
gray
says
and black
Return of the
dress
Mac.
coat.
Return of the Mac.
Well, Sean, we want to welcome you back, buddy. Thank you for coming back
Thanks,
to the
guys.
community. You have the floor if you want to say anything, okay? We know that you told me you had a lot to
Yeah,
say.
I mean, it's been a while since I've been on. I know that.
Well, we're going to give you the first couple minutes to talk about anything you want to talk about, dude, because we know it's been a while, and we've been worried about you.
I don't know. Whatever you guys want to, talk about, it's fine with me. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to say really. I just things got pretty bad for me at the end of the year last year, but everything's doing good now. Yeah, I'm on like a delay or something, man.
Yeah, it's like a 5-10 second delay.
Yeah, everything's like way off on me right now.
I don't know. When I watch you, it seems pretty live to me.
Probably just got to give it a second to adjust or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll just give it about a minute, guys. We'll let everything catch up, and then we'll start getting into it. What's up, David? What's up, Tim?
Greetings, Tim. Greetings, David and Sam. Happy birthday, David. His birthday was last Wednesday, so happy birthday.
Happy day.
Yes, happy belated, Dave.
Happy birthday.
Dave's birthday was last month. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Yeah, great.
It's a big delay.
How old are you now, David?
He's 27.
27.
So, Sean, are we buffering?
I don't think it's catching up. I'm like completely stalled right now. I'm completely stalled right now. Like nothing's moving. Yeah. I'm gonna like try and refresh it or something.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. What's everybody been up to? What's everybody watching this week? What's up? Boom.
Vampire's Kiss for the first time today. I've never seen that, but it got added to Shudder, so I thought I'd check it out.
Apparently, the Spices tried to make a po' boy today, and they had a hard time with it or something. And how was your guys' dinner? Did you guys have any type of Valentine's Day dinner with your husband?
Oh, I was going to make a steak, but that kind of fell through. But instead, we just had sloppy joes.
All right, I think we're good now.
All right.
That's good.
Yeah, everything's making sense now.
All right.
All right. So we were going to let you have the first couple minutes if you wanted to talk, but if you want us to roll regular, we can roll regular, brother.
Yeah, I mean, it's, I'm down for whatever, but it's the first time I've seen have Cheetah Will View, Patrick. It's the first time I've ever seen you on the your face on the internet, so.
Oh, yeah. And it didn't stop it, so that's a good thing.
It's good to see you, man.
Oh, good to see you, Sean. Yeah, man, me and Hobbs have been talking about, where's Sean? Where's Sean?
Yeah, I mean.
Everybody's been talking about Sean.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely noticed the outpouring concern, really, but yeah, it's definitely good to know that there's some people out there that care about you, just not fully just totally forget about you, but yeah, that was great to see.
The whole community, it was honestly, Sean, it was true. It seemed like every time we had a stream or start talking to each other privately, we would ask one of each other, have we seen or heard from you? So. No, you definitely were not forgotten.
Right. No, I definitely took notice of that. I mean, I was still watching videos, really, but it was just trying to keep up with making videos, and I just haven't really put too much time into like actually acknowledging my brother's death from a couple of years ago, and yeah, it's just certain times of the year when you deal with that, when with death in the family, it's certain times of the year just don't really roll as the way you would expect it to. But between that and then my financial situation getting pretty bad, I wasn't paying my credit card bills, everything was just piling up, and yeah, everything just hit me all at once, and I was like, I just need to take a step back from the channel too. I just need to fix some things first, and then yeah, I'm back now. So.
We understand, bro. We understand. Sometimes you got to do that. Take a little you time. We understand.
Yeah, kind of recharge,
There's been a lot of times I've thought about doing that, but then I was like, you know what? Shit. The people on the channels in the community are what keeps me going besides my family.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I could be out getting in trouble, or I could be doing YouTube videos, one or the other. You know, I could be out doing stupid shit, or I could be doing the videos,
Yeah,
and
it's
it's
true.
just
Yeah,
it's
me doing my videos has helped me cope with a lot of stuff.
yeah.
This has been a hard year for me too. Last end of January, beginning of February it's been a lot tougher than it has been. So I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's everyone deals with those things differently too. So it's. I don't know. I mean, overall, you just got to respect, people's feelings for things. So that's all it is. So.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey Theo, how
Well,
are you? This is in the chat. This Theodore again. He's a young man who I met on Instagram, and he is a huge horror fan. He's been in the game for a little bit, and he's a fellow Wild Eye fanatic like we all are. And he likes a lot of independent film companies. So that's Theodore right there. If you haven't followed his channel, go over there and hook it up.
thanks, Theodore. Welcome to the chat, man. So, with that
Yeah, I
being
can't see
said, I
the
guess
chat.
we can start rolling with the regular
Oh,
chat.
welcome.
Sean, if there's anything you want to add, brother, let us know. Willy's Wonderland. I have heard a lot about that, but I think it just got released.
Yeah, it did. We don't have enough to rent it right now, and I haven't been able to watch it yet. I just want to see it so bad. I've seen nothing but amazing reviews for it. I haven't seen anybody like bash it yet.
In case anybody's new to that, that's the new Nick Cage doll film that he's got going out right now.
Nick Cage beating up evil animatronics sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
Have you heard about that one, Sean?
Yeah, I almost watched it illegally last night, and I kept looking at the movie poster, and I was like, "What the hell is this supposed to be?"
Honestly, I
Like,
hate to admit it, but I tried to, but for some reason it wasn't loading up illegally, so I didn't get to. I would still mean if I do it, I would still buy it.
yeah, that's pretty much how I feel about it. Like when I watch something illegally, like, hey, I'll admit it, I do it, but I do that, and then I usually buy the copy.
Yeah, I don't do it often, and I don't really condone it, but sometimes I do it just to like watch it earlier than when I'm able to.
If they ever try to get a hold of you or try to arrest you, he's like, "Look, it was Willy's Wonderland. I had to see it."
It's like Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, could you imagine going up there and saying, "What movie did you pirate? A Nick Cage movie." Gee.
Yeah, or the Amityville Vibrator. You know.
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, everybody's talking about that one. Did anybody get in on that Vinegar Syndrome sale or that Screen Factory sale over the weekend?
No, I have so much to watch already. Crazy amount of stuff to watch.
That's because you've got stuff stacked up from
We had money
1987
set
in your
aside for
basement.
it.
You're not kidding, Hobbs.
I know. I thought about picking up some stuff for it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. I kind of messed up on the Vinegar Syndrome sale. I thought that was for everything, but I guess it's just for their porn that they sell.
So I watched this for the first time.
Yeah, it is.
It's got a bit of a glare. What is it?
Pump Up the Volume with Christian Slater.
Oh, okay.
For some reason, when I saw that, I thought it was some sort of silly, sort of goofy comedy, and it turned out not to be. It turned out to be a straight drama. It was pretty good.
Nice.
We've been doing Sean.
Yeah, the
Sean,
money we
we've been
had
doing
set
a lot
aside
of.
for the sale.
Go ahead, Vince.
The money we had set aside for the sale, we decided that will be like full moon because that was the one we were thinking. Then I went on eBay and found a bunch of auctions. So we put the money that we were going to put in the full moon into the auctions.
See, that's a hard decision to make sometimes.
So basically, Vince, you're just telling us that you went and got a lot of IFC Midnight movies.
We've been doing a lot of people. Sean, have been doing like a one non-horror as well per week. All of a sudden, like we're trying to change it up a little bit. Like I'm doing '80s movies reviews and shit now.
Yeah, I
So
saw Jason from Horrific Nightmares. He's starting to do some other things besides horror. But I
what
mean,
up, Andy?
I've been trying to pay attention to people's channels as much as possible. I actually overall I really enjoy watching videos over making them.
I understand.
But
I
I mean,
understand.
I'm definitely going to be back to making videos again. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I know you and I have talked. Sometimes you would get frustrated at your videos, but they were really good, bro. Really, really good videos. Some
Yeah,
of the, some of
Thanks,
the,
dude.
um,
You're definitely a big part of why I want to keep it going. So
well, thank you. But I'll be honest with you. It's I think my shit sucks sometimes. Honestly, I stutter a lot, or I have to edit a lot of my stuff. And I think a lot of you guys, your videos are fantastic. I think everybody's doing a great job, and I just try to support everybody that I can.
I had to get me a teleprompter app for my tablet that I keep my notes and I transfer it into like a teleprompter form. If I don't, I will stutter and ramble on about nothing. If I don't have notes, so there for a while I just kept my notes on a table, so I'd always be looking at the table and not at the camera. Then I got the teleprompter thing, so at least it's up by the thing. But if I don't have my notes, I'll ramble about nothing, or I'll stutter a lot. So I gotta have something to like read. But yeah, that's helped me a lot.
We got Larry D in the chat now. We got Now It's Dark in the chat. And ladies and gentlemen, you're going to like this. Hey, Big Daddy.
Going on, Big Daddy.
Joe, I see you.
The chat right now.
I see you, Joe. Joe says I'm awful.
I'll be right back, guys. I want to go see if I can get my old cell phone and turn it on, so I can see the chat.
All right, brother. Larry D in the house.
Look at Joe. Joe just dropped the Velocipaster.
Hi, Larry. Joe and Jason.
Velocipaster.
We got the Super Slash Brothers representing in the house. We got Now It's Dark in the motherfucking house.
Oh, great.
I also watched VFW today, but it's not my first time watching it. So I've watched it several times. I absolutely love that movie.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Patrick, you like that one, VFW.
Yeah, I got that. I haven't watched it yet. What I watched this week was because I did my review. I watched Cujo, and I watched an old series from 1989 called Border Town.
Thank you, Jason. I'm very critical of myself sometimes, buddy. Like I feel like I could ramble on about a movie for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
One of the things about my job is that I have to keep my talk time down. And my boss is always like, just slightly cut down on the jargon. Because I get into conversations with customers about movies. I'm like, we'll talk for, next thing I know, I'm going to call for an hour and a half with my customer talking about like fucking From Dusk Till Dawn or something. Yeah.
I know I turned on my neighbor to horror movies, and I texted her today, and I was like, Happy Valentine's Day. And then she sent me a picture of a bunch of movies she got from the library to rent. And two of them, one was Evil Dead remake and one was Evil Dead 2. So, of course, that's my favorite franchise, obviously, with my name. So I sent her like text after text after text, just rambling on and on about these movies that she's never seen. And I was like, I'm sorry, I'll shut up. Because that's like my all-time favorite series.
Thank you, Jay. And Joe, yes, it's not because Cheetah's old. I just think he liked VFW. Patrick is not old. Patrick is in his 30s.
I think I'm the oldest one in this area.
Dennis McGuire, what's up? Theodore, I'm gonna go with your favorite movies being Triggered. Is it Triggered?
No, I think it's Bundy Reborn.
That's yours.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I am old. I forgot that.
Larry D got The Lighthouse. Has anybody seen The Lighthouse? I've not seen that one.
I've heard stuff about it, but I heard it's like a slow burn, so I'm not really much for slow burns, so I haven't looked. If it's not a slow burn, guys, let me know. I'll watch it.
What movie's that?
Lighthouse. The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I eventually saw that. It's a strange one, but I just love the way everything evolves in that movie. Just the end of it was like, wow, like, it's a pretty devastating ending, really.
Do you know what I watched, Sean, that you sent me the other day, and it blew my mind? I watched The Woman the other day. Holy shit!
Yeah, that one's really up there. Like, I mean, overall I would say the soundtrack was the reason why I couldn't really concentrate on the film. But
It was
other than
aw-
that, it is a good movie. But I figured, hey, you would probably enjoy it more than I would.
Bro, exactly. And she had to be about 6 foot tall. That girl in that movie.
Yeah,
She was
that's that girl
towering
from
over
The Walking
everybody.
Dead or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't know that till I went back and looked at it later.
I've seen that.
I've not seen The Butchering.
I almost watched that.
I have not seen The Butchering.
No,
I don't think I heard of that one.
I haven't seen The Butchering either.
Larry says
thought you
The
were-
Lighthouse is very strange.
Yeah, that's what I've heard
Yeah.
about it. It's like the only thing I haven't watched it
It
yet.
is.
That's one way to put it. Strange.
And Sean, I normally I show my mug about every other week.
It's
So
worth
if you go back and
watching.
watch the old videos, you can see my fat head.
I mean, I know what you look like. You know, I've seen it before. I know you pop up on the internet every now and then.
Indeed. The butchering is
Now,
because it's just like the good old Navy
Hobbs,
stream.
since you won our contest here. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, since now remember you have to do a video with your face in it.
Oh, I will. Did you want me to do it live or did you want me to do it in a video?
Do it live.
Do it in a video.
I'll do it both. How about that?
You think do it live?
Yeah, do
Uh-huh.
it live. Do the tasting
I'll do
live.
both. I'll do a video first. So what's been happening is if you win Spice's contest, they'll send you the hot sauce and you have to drink it.
Mhm.
And I'm not doing the teaspoons. I've just been chugging it.
Perfect. I am so happy. I'm so happy that you did not win that ghost pepper because we'd be having a new host right now.
I do want to.
Yeah.
I do want to. I do want to address my eyes. I do have sleepy eyes. I do have heavy eyelids. If it looks like I'm sleeping when you guys see my face, I'm not sleeping or sleep talking. I just have really heavy eyelids, and I just look like a Furby. Okay.
I was thinking more like a dribble, but
Furby.
Larry D says chugging hot sauce is no problem. Go ahead, Becky. What'd you say?
I think they're freezing.
Did you guys freeze, Spice?
Yeah, I'm freezing up a little bit.
What up, Paul?
My husband got me a new editing software for Valentine's Day. I'm super excited to be able to check that out.
Oh,
I
also,
haven't really explored it or anything yet, so it might be a minute before I have a new video come out, but I can't wait to get into that and play with it.
I wanted to let you know, Boom, that we plan on doing it every Sunday at 10 o'clock unless something happens and we need to take a week off or something. But
Nice. Yeah, The Walking Dead, I think, comes back next week, so I'll probably be watching that instead. I'm sorry.
that's okay. The new name of the channel is called Happy. No, okay. Let me restart. I'm going to change my name according to Joe. With instead of Hobbs Horror, it's going to be the Furby Sphere. Furby Kills.
how about Witchcraft 17 Furby Sphere?
I could do that. So, Sean, what have you been watching, buddy? I know. Have you had any time to watch anything or anything particular?
Yeah, actually, I mean, I've been keeping up with some things, like buying some stuff, stuff here and there.
Mhm.
I just got a Code Red title in the mail today. I just picked up Devil Times 5 on Blu-ray. I haven't seen this in a very long time, so I only seen this on the big screen before. Actually, I seen this like a 35mm print of this before, but that was years
Okay.
ago. So,
Sweet,
but
man.
other than that, I mean, I did get the limited edition Dawn of the Dead box set, and it came damaged. So I'm like really pissed off about that. But I don't know. I'm so used to getting damaged products. It's just like a waste of energy to even want to be mad about it. Like, just I don't know.
I agree with you, bro. You know how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I know. I remember that. I mean, I was mad when your Friday the 13th box set came all chewed up like that, sliced up and everything.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Mr. Collard, my favorite Wild Eye movie right now is Triggered. And if you watch the videos, you'll see why. Has anyone seen Sator? Sator. Sator.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
No, I haven't heard of that one either.
No knowledge of that one.
Mm-mm.
Spices, welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you. No, we haven't seen that movie. What is it about?
Sator?
No, it
I've
is.
never,
Seder?
Somebody
I've
else.
never even heard of that. Hey, what is Sator about, Paul? Is it like a BDSM horror movie or something?
Yeah, it's odd that none of us have heard of it.
It's true. Joe, have you heard of Sator?
Is it a Wild Eye?
Jason?
It's a Wild Eye movie.
No clue.
I don't know, man.
Well, someone's got to watch it then, right?
So, and it's a pretty knowledgeable group here. I would expect someone to have heard of Sator.
It came out in 2019. Says secluded in a desolate forest, a broken family is observed by Sator, a supernatural entity who is attempting to claim them. And it doesn't have the stars nobody I know, and it was written by a guy named Jordan Graham.
Oh, okay, Joe. 2019.
Yeah.
I knew Joe probably would have caught it, or Jason.
I mean, there's got to be that one YouTube guy who sees every single horror movie out there, right? There's got to be at least one guy in the community like that.
Yeah.
Well, we were doing trivia a couple weeks ago,
Yep.
and literally Joe was answering every question with ease.
I guess
He's
Joe,
the man.
Joe definitely falls into that category then.
Either you guys, any of you guys, did you guys catch the Joe Bob Valentine special Friday?
I heard about it.
Yes.
I heard about it.
Yeah, you probably saw me posting about it. But yeah, it was, they played Tammy and the T-Rex and the Love Witch, which I've never heard of the Love Witch, but it was really good. It was filmed at the 35mm film. And it was real bright and colorful, but it made it look like 60s, 70s-ish, but it came out, I want to say it was in 2016, if I remember correctly, but it's been a few days, so I probably have that wrong.
I figured now it's dark. I figured those guys, they watched it for sure.
Yeah, The Love Witch was very fun. I love Joe Bob. I watch every one. I just got an email from Darcy today.
I have Darcy's signature as well as Joe Bob's.
Yeah, she said, I tried to get the Valentine that she was sending out, but she said she didn't see my email in time, but she was going to send me something else out, so I'm assuming it might be a signature. I have Joe Bob's signature, too. It's hanging actually in my kitchen, right above my kitchen table. Literally the only picture I have on my wall.
He is legendary. He really is legendary. I hope to meet him someday.
He's so nice. He makes, at least when I went to see him at the Rednecks,
That'd be so
thing that
nice.
he makes sure to meet like all his fans afterwards. But unfortunately,
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I haven't got to meet Darcy yet. She wasn't there when I got to meet Joe Bob. Too cold in Wisconsin, I'm assuming. No, she probably was busy with something else.
Paul Phoenix says the Willies. And Now Is Dark says the Love Witch is so fun. Joe and Jason, have you guys seen the Love Witch? Or anybody else in the chat seen the Love Witch?
Nope.
I seen it for the first time Friday with Joe Bob's. It's like I said, it looks like it's filmed in like the 60s or 70s, and it's real bright and colorful, and it's really good. It's really kind of weird.
I've watched 6 times in the past 5 years.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you can come by after you watch Critters, Jason.
Yeah,
Tell
you
us
can
how-
find it on Tubi, I think.
Yeah, you
I
can.
went on TV.
The Love Witch.
Oh, is it on TV? I know it's on Shudder. Sometimes
Yeah.
stuff on Shudder is on TV as well. But yeah, I like Critters Attacks.
Thanks for
I like
stopping
all
by,
the
Jay.
movies.
I've got the 4-pack, but I don't got Attack yet, unless it's on that pack and I don't know about it.
No,
I think
it's
it's just
the
a
newer
folder.
one. Actually, give me a second. I have the case.
Sean, have you been adding to your Screen Factory collection?
Yeah, I did pick up some other Scream Factory titles, some older ones.
That's
I know
nice,
they're like-
bro.
I don't know. I kind of forget which ones I got. I know I got like quite a few. I just mailed some to Carlos over at Eastwood for Lifespan. I just sent him a package, so
That's what's up.
yeah, I've definitely I pretty much I keep up on Scream Factory titles, or at least I try to, but yeah.
That's what's up.
I know I picked up House on Haunted Hill and Silent Hill. And I picked those up because I remember seeing those in the theater when they originally came out. And I haven't seen them since then. But I did watch House on Haunted Hill, and that movie does not hold up at all. The effects are so bad in that movie. The remake, that is.
Yeah, I actually like the original better than the remake.
Right.
Patrick, do you like the original or do you like the remake better?
I saw the remake with the one with Jeffrey Rush. I thought it was fine. I thought it was a lot of fun. Haven't seen it for a while, but I do remember it. It was, it was quite entertaining. And of course, Silent Hill, the first Silent Hill was just a classic. That's a great movie. That is a fantastic movie.
I'm on to the second one, but the first one's pretty good.
Yeah, the second one was horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I was looking on Facebook Marketplace today. There's a guy selling the Fly box set, just the slipcovers,
Just the slipcover?
for $5.
So just the slide box, you're saying?
Really?
Yeah.
That's
I'm like,
good.
is the guy just wanting to just keep the set and get rid of the box? I mean, for the $5, man, I would figure just keep it.
That guy
Why
really
ruin-
needs that $5, I guess.
I know. I'm thinking about just sending him a PayPal. I'm like, look, just take the $5, bro.
Yeah.
You know, if you really need it. If you need a
Just
Whopper meal,
ask
just
him
go get it.
afterwards. Everything
Yeah.
all right, buddy? You need $5? Check him in with me if you need $5.
Splatter Vision in the house.
Hey, Night Watch Zone, how are you?
Well,
A lot of new faces today.
Yeah.
Have I seen anything from High Octane? I think I have some High Octane films, but I couldn't tell you which ones they were, but it does sound familiar.
I finally picked up Fade to Black from Vinegar Syndrome.
Oh, bro, that is... Oh, I'm dying to get that.
And
I-
Vinegar
my
Syndrome
shopping
sent
cart.
me 2 of these.
What?
Yeah, they sent me 2 of these. I guess it was an error, but it was in the box. There was 2 of them. I was like, okay.
Uh-oh.
And what else did I get?
That's what a trade here, Hobbs.
That's a $30 mistake on their end.
Yeah. And then I picked up this Mexican zombie movie called Cemetery of Terror. It's like,
Oh, dude,
I
that
don't know.
sounds awesome.
pretty hard to see that artwork. So damn dark.
Oh,
But it's all in Spanish, but it's like your typical haunted house, like picking people off one by one kind of story, I guess you could say. But I enjoyed it for what it was. It was a complete mess, but I enjoyed it.
Believe it or not, I still need to see the Spookies.
Yeah, that's another movie that's a mess, but that one's really worth watching, in my opinion.
Yeah, I watched your review on it, like how you told me you watched it as a kid and shit, and then like
Yeah,
you had to
I found
have
that
it
on
again or
TV.
something.
I found that on like USA when I was like 11 years old on like a Sunday afternoon, and I was like, "What the hell am I watching here?" And then I couldn't remember the name of the movie for years until someone uploaded a trailer on YouTube, and then it just went from there. So, and Vinegar Syndrome revived that movie somehow, but. Yeah, another thing that's good about that release, there's actually what is it? I gotta look at this again. There's like a really cool documentary on here about VIPCO VHS tapes and shit back in the the 80s boom with the videos and shit. But
Oh yeah.
but yeah, there's a really good documentary on there about that. So
I'll have to check that out because I know I used to. There was a point in my life where I was trying to collect big box horror, and it was like, no, I don't have the type of cash. They had a whole bunch of them you could get, different types of brands. I think Unicorn was one of them.
yeah,
Vestron was one of them.
yeah. I just watched the I just got the new Total Recall 4K, and I watched the Carol Co. documentary on there. That was really good too.
Have you guys seen any of that? I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Anyone pick up the new Total Recall 4K?
no.
No? I think you can get it for like
Yeah.
$13. I got mine for $13 at Target.
Or you could have Sean order it, and I'll send him two, and you can have the other one.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's
Trade
it
him some
right
stuff.
I think instead of Sean Blue Digital, it'll be Sean 2 Digital.
here.
Sean 2D.
Sean double feature. Not a whole lot of thought went into my name when I signed up here.
Splattervision American Psycho is legendary.
Yes.
That's a legendary movie.
It really is. That's one of those movies you can keep on watching.
Yeah.
Now you guys are going to make me watch American Psycho like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I have. I want to say it's like the unedited. I think it is. I have it on.
Oh,
Vudu.
the unrated version.
I think it's the non-rated. I don't remember. I think it's the normal one on DVD. But then I have like the unedited version on Vudu.
Yeah, that's a
I think
very fun movie.
Unedited is the way to go with that one.
Yeah.
That's really the only way to go.
It's true.
Oh, it's on Hulu right now. Nice.
Yeah, my Target doesn't have any more movies. They shrunken their media section down to basically 1.5 shelves. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing. I'm shocked.
Let them know that you're a content creator and that you demand more movies.
I watch Splash's Ariel. She has a Tuesday Target video, and she'll walk into her Target, and it's like a regular Target. It's like shelves and shelves and films. And
Yeah,
and
Ariel has Targets and Best Buys that are just loaded with films.
Yeah.
Loaded.
Mine's loaded with death balls.
All yours has is kids movies, Flintstones, and
Yeah. Actually, Bob, you're right. That's really what they're down to. I mean, it's just nothing but kids stuff now. Music's going away. The music's going away, and the geez, I haven't stopped by a Target since Black Friday. It's zero. It's absolutely zero.
have you guys seen any high octane films?
I'm not sure.
Vince, any high octane films for you?
I believe I got a few in my collection.
Yeah, I got a couple.
I think I might have one or two, to be honest with you.
I've probably seen them, but it's probably like Wild Eye and just didn't realize I've seen them.
Or I don't know. I think I'm thinking of like another company called Exhilarator or something like that.
That's a good company too.
Flux
I
capacitor.
forget. Something, I don't know. It's so hard to keep up with the companies sometimes.
Well, I just hooked up with another retro company called Oscilloscope Laboratories. They do a lot of retro releases, and I did my first one for them this week called "What Happened Was," that came out in 1999 and 1994. It was really good, real good.
I don't think I've ever heard of that
Hey,
before.
Brad.
Hey, Brad.
Hey,
Doug's
Brad.
in the house.
What's up, Brad?
Tim, I've not seen a whole lot of my Best Buy. I'll have to probably drive 2 hours out of the way to go to mine.
My Best
Dollar
Buy
Tree don't have
still has
nothing?
a line. You gotta basically you have to know what you're getting in the store, and they go get it for you.
Wow.
I don't even go in there anymore. But last time I tried was like a few months ago, and they were like, yeah, what do you need in the store? And I was like, yeah, I guess I'll just go home now.
Our disc replay was like that a few months ago, but I think everything's open now. My Salvation Army's open. I go there about once every other week, and yeah, I had another good score this week too. Got 5 good films.
I like what Cody said the other day on their stream. He was like, he doesn't understand why they're going to open everything up abruptly after shutting it down. He's like, isn't that contradictive? Like, is that going to cause more cases? Because now they're lifting curfews and they're opening up places, and I'm like, is that too soon?
Yeah, I mean, I can understand.
They already tried that.
Yeah, they haven't got hardly anybody's gotten vaccinated yet. You know, they said by September there's supposed to be like 300 million, but that's September. It's not now.
I think I remember things opening back up by like January 4th. It was like January 4th around that time. Things were like opening back up. They were lifting all the whatever, the quarantine bans or whatever, and yeah, it's going to be the same thing over and over again now.
Yeah.
What up, Anthony Short? Welcome to the chat.
Welcome,
Anthony is new.
Well, they've opened up. They must be opened up all the way over in China because I was looking at the box office report, and he opened up a movie for the Chinese Lunar New Year, and one of the movies they released made almost $400 million in just 3 days. So
it's true, Joe. There's going to be cases regardless. I think as long as you just gotta do your part, you know. So.
Yeah. And DPE reviews is saying they saw Freaky. Yeah, I like Freaky. I thought that was really enjoyable. Watching Vince Vaughn be like a 17-year-old girl is freaking hilarious.
What?
Yeah, Vince Vaughn. Yeah, because it's like a Freaky Friday thing where they switch bodies, like souls or whatever. But it's like this 17-year-old girl.
Oh, okay.
And he's like the killer, and then they switch souls, and then so Vince Vaughn is ultimately the girl. It's about like what's that movie with Jack Black and The Rock? Oh my God!
It's the remake of Freaky Friday, basically.
Yeah, basically, but it's horror.
Gotcha. I'll have to check that out.
Yeah,
I actually like the Psycho remake. I thought Vince Vaughn was okay in it. I believe it or not, I liked it.
Yeah.
That might be controversial, but
yeah,
I think Vaughn did a better job playing a girl than like Jack Black playing a girl in I can't think of the damn name of that movie. The Jungle Book, not the Jungle Book. Oh my God, I can't. Jumanji, thank you.
Jumanji.
Because Jack Black played the girl, but I think Vince Vaughn, but his was more of an R-rated movie. It was either PG-13 or R-rated, I don't remember, but it wasn't made for kids like Jack Black, so he got to have a little bit more fun with it. But yeah, I thought he played that really well.
Vince Vaughn is an excellent actor. I think he should do more horror, to be honest.
Yeah.
He should
I
do
just
more.
want to see the new Dune movie.
I put him in Psych that he did.
The Dune or the Doom movie?
Dune, the Dune remake.
Oh, okay.
It's like I don't know. It's just I really want to see that, and it's like not coming out till like I think October maybe, or it's supposed to be coming out at that point. It's probably going to get pushed back again.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, we just don't know right now. Things are always up in the air.
Yeah.
You could
I'm
be in
looking forward to
Arizona.
it too.
You could be in Arizona where everybody snuggles, right?
Yep.
By the way, Vince, I was watching some of your guys' old videos. What made you change the beard, brother?
The what?
The beard.
Oh, I thought it looked a little mountain, and people were making comments about the neck beard thing.
Yeah.
That's okay. They like to make fun of my eyes, and it's all good. My eyes are silly, and I appreciate my eyes, my Furby eyes.
Call them bedroom eyes, make it sound better.
It's true. I'll just call it bedroom eyes, you know.
Bedroom eyes.
There you go.
It just makes me look more dreamy, okay?
Yeah, there you go. Turn it around. I'm in there.
Brad said he never could get into the original Dune.
Yeah, the original Dune's a tough one, actually. It's a real tough one to get through.
We have all of them. Children of Dune, the whole series.
What they've released so far. You know how they have the series of Children of Dune? The miniseries?
They do? I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I haven't heard that.
Yeah,
I don't-
Sci-Fi came out with it. The Sci-Fi channel came out with it years ago.
Okay,
So check
that's
it
probably
out.
why that went over my head. Yeah, I'll have to look into that.
Have you seen the adult version of it? It's called The Pone. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm like, what? What else is going on in this
I have
franchise?
no
See, another thing is, I would believe you because of how bizarre the original film is anyway. So you could like make up any bullshit about that, and I would be like, oh, all right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't believe in that one.
I'm out at the store looking for this shit.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell it is.
call him over the intercom. Be like, yeah, we're looking for
We'll tell you it's wrong.
we're looking for Poon in aisle 5. Yes, it's a bad joke, Mr. Juggalo. Apparently, Dune is on YouTube.
I know I got the DVD, but it's been forever since I've seen it, so I can't really recall much of it.
Trying to go back and read your comments, Cheetah. Anthony's short Goodwill has been stocked. Will be their prices. Is your Goodwill prices high?
Oh my gosh, yeah. I was there a couple of days ago, and they're still charging like $4.99, $6.99, $7.99 for stuff. It's just ridiculous. Their shelves are packed, and there's actually a couple of decent items there, but their prices are just stupid high for what they get. You know, they're not. You know, they're all
Well,
donated.
I've heard what they do is they actually sell stuff at eBay seller value, and they only take what they can flip, and then put everything best. That's just what I've heard, though.
Maybe so. I mean, that seems like it, but their shelves are just packed. No one's buying it. And when I go to my Salvation Army, those things are really quicksilver because they're selling their stuff for 50 cents.
Theodore Collard says there is a movie called Sky Sharks coming this month, and you know, if Tony Todd is in the movie, you know it will be a good movie.
I saw that advertised.
So-
definitely want to see it.
What's the difference between what's that Sharknado and Sky Sharks? I guess.
They actually use the sharks as transportation in Sky Sharks.
Do they have
Yeah.
drone sharks yet? Drone sharks, maybe.
It's probably in the movie.
No doubt.
Sean, I reviewed one a couple weeks ago called Sharkenstein, where it was a shark. It was like a bionic shark made of different type of sharks.
Yeah.
What was the movie with the sharks with the
I remember
laser
that
beams
one.
on their heads? It was Austin Powers,
Austin
right? Didn't he
Powers.
have sharks with laser beams on their heads or something?
I wanted to say
He
that
actually
there
did
was
it
horror
with
movies with it.
Goldmember.
Good, Vince.
He didn't get the shark laser beams on his head until Goldmember,
Oh, all right, that's right.
the third one.
All right. I'm just like
Have
sitting
you
there
guys
thinking, like, I know I've seen a shark before with a laser beam thing on his head. Like, what movie's that from?
So Brad's asking Sean Blue how you're doing, and Joe's asking if we've seen Dick Shark.
Dick Shark.
Not
Yes,
heard of Dick
I've
Shark.
seen Dick Shark.
Is that a spiritual?
I've never seen Dick Shark.
Is that a sequel to Amityville Vibrators?
I'm kind of afraid.
But I'm
It's a
with
crossover
Theodore
spin-off.
there. Don't bully Sharknado. I love Sharknado, but I know it's stupid. It's meant to be stupid.
I love the Sharknado movies.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
We actually have them on Steelbook.
Oh, nice.
Wow, damn, that's dedication.
Asylum did a steelbook. There goes that.
I have a Sharknado
Sharknado.
car.
I got a figure of David Hasselhoff that came from the movie, but it's back in Illinois. I don't have it here.
Found Trailer Park Shark at my Dollar Tree store a while back. So apparently there is a Trailer Park Shark out available at your local Dollar Tree.
It has Tara Reid in it. No, or is that that's the Shark Prison or something like that? I might be mixing that up for a different movie.
Shark Expandables.
No, Terry Reid is in Sharknado.
Yeah, no, I mean the other movie, Trailer Park Shark. Is there a Trailer Park Shark? I'm thinking there's like Arkansas women prison sharks or some shit like that. I can't remember the exact title,
Oh, yeah.
but she's in that. Is there that or
Yeah, that was
Trailer Park
Get it
Shark?
right.
It's one of the two. I don't remember. Maybe it's both. Hell, I don't know.
I think Tracy Lords was in Shark Kansas Prison Attack or whatever that was, and Tara Reid was in Trailer Park Shark.
Yeah, I get movies mixed up, so you're probably right.
We're still waiting for more information from Wild Eye about Ouija Shark 2.
Brad talked about House Shark, and we've seen that. That was actually, yeah, it's really cheesy. It's really stupid, but it's really fun at the same time.
You
I mean,
know,
come
it
on,
makes you wonder.
Shark inside a house.
Oh yeah, House Shark. Yeah, I like that.
I mean, what's left to do after this year? What type of shark movies are we going to have?
Coronavirus.
2022.
We're gonna have coronavirus. We're gonna have a coronavirus shark.
Corona sharks.
All right.
Can't
Team
be worse
Orange.
than the 5G
Shark
zombies.
people.
Team Orange is in the house.
Genome in the house.
That's right. That's right.
How about Shark Cartel? Shark Cartel.
Starring Harvey Keitel.
Shark Narcos. There you go. Shark Narcos. Narco Sharks.
I'm waiting for Pinheaded Shark Attack.
Would they stop at 7?
I think the stuff at 7. Yeah.
I'm waiting for
I
there to
think
be
I
like
have
a love story, like a Romeo and Juliet between two sharks to come out.
Well, I expect if anybody was going to do it, it would be Wild Eye.
Are you afraid of the
Didn't
shark?
they do that on the Discovery Channel?
Lovebird sharks. There you go.
I remember some British guy narrating to me once in a seasonal area.
What up, Papa? Papa in the house. Make sure to eat your carrots, guys.
Don't forget to
Wild Eye. Wild Eye must have watched my most recent review because the box that I got from them was almost all extreme titles.
Oh, show
Oh,
Here's a bunch of
that's right. That's true, huh?
show us the
Yeah, I was
cover
like,
of that.
Jesus.
We watched your unboxing. You had a lot of extreme.
I mean, they should have put a label on the fucking box that said parental advisory.
Beat to a Pulp looks absolutely insane.
Really?
Yeah, there's the Corona Zombies, but there's another movie I found. I haven't got to watch it yet, but it's called 5G Zombies. I see somebody talk about Corona Zombies in the chat.
That sounds like Justin Ferguson.
I'll
Oh,
start
nice.
putting the comments up, guys.
Collection 8 films on Blu-ray at Dollar Tree. Nice. I think I have that set, but I didn't get it for $1.
Look at what Joe said. Are you afraid of the shark? It's a new series coming out on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I got that Mega Shark collection from Dollar Tree too.
Yeah, I got a copy of that.
I don't remember where I bought mine, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't Dollar Tree.
5G Zombies.
Yeah. I came across that. I almost watched it one day. I don't remember where I found it at, though.
So Brad says there's some upcoming stuff that we should be looking forward to with Wild Eye. Theodore Collard wants to know if we're on the IG.
I am. Just at Miss Boomstick. With
I
the
am.
_ Miss_Boomstick.
Well, we know Ouija Shark 2 is coming out for sure, and we know Carousel 2 is coming out, and The Last Pastor 2 is coming out. Those are the 3 sequels that I know about. I'm hoping that Creature from Cannibal Creek gets a sequel because that was a really fun movie. That will surprise a lot of people.
Super Slash Brothers, the movie, is apparently being talked about. It's going to be directed by Dave Maggot.
And YouTube has to pay for it.
Nice.
I think that was Joe.
So what all did
Release
you...
date.
I asked Sean what he's been watching this week. What did everybody in the chat watch this week? Give me your rundown, your recap.
I did watch this last night.
Oh, nice. Valentine.
I
It
have
was like my
not seen
second
that.
time ever seeing it.
I watched that last year. I made a list of recommendations for Valentine's Day, and last year was the first time I've seen that. It was pretty good.
Yeah, actually, I think that was for me too. It was like the first time I saw it. I think Dave Maggot actually sent me that one.
Dave Maggot has a new shirt out, by the way, which is kick-ass.
Yeah.
So, and the Slash Bros have shirts out over at the Juggalos channel. Velocipaster 2, I had no idea was in the works.
Yeah. They already raised the money for it. Same with Carousel.
I have not seen Valentine. I don't see that. Ben's like a 10-movie binge this week.
You kind of like cut out there. I couldn't hear you.
All right, now it's dark. You guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Have a good night.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Vince and Becky, they've been doing like a 10 movie. What have you guys been doing? Like a 10 movie watch or something? Like one movie a day or something on your Instagram?
Oh, we do movie of the day. Right now, we're doing VHS tapes.
That's a good idea. I might doing
Yeah,
some VHS. That's a great idea. Go ahead, Becky. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, what we're bidding on eBay are actually VHS tapes, and some of them are a little hard to find. That's why we started bidding on them. It's like whole lumps. One of them is a 28 VHS.
Really? For one lot?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for one
Damn.
lot.
The shipping's got to be at least $50.
Yeah, right. The weight of
it
that.
was $15.
Yeah.
Really?
That's really
For
good.
28 VHS? How the hell are they
Yeah.
going to do that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Just
don't
let them
know, but
worry
that's what
about
they're
it.
charging us.
That's a great deal, guys. That's awesome.
Yeah, the holidays of 2016 is a great anthology.
Yeah, it is.
Except for the
They have that at Big Lots for like $3 right now.
Really.
Or at least I saw it at my my local Big Lots store. It was on DVD for like $3.
Yeah, I got to make another run to Big Lots. I haven't been in quite a while. The last time I was there, I picked up the Street of San Francisco.
What did you get?
Last time I've been to a store, it wasn't a grocery store.
A 70s TV series called The Streets of San Francisco with
Okay.
Clive Owen and Michael Douglas.
All right.
Hey, Vince, are you doing Wild Eye Week, you guys?
Brad, we were extremely busy last night, and we didn't catch chat, so we don't know anything about the Wild Out Week event.
I can kind of help with that. So last year
Okay.
we had a full week dedicated to Wild Eye reviews. Everybody in the community was doing one movie a day for 7 straight days of Wild Eye films. It was something that Brad put together, and it was really nice to see everybody doing reviews for Wild Eye. I know not everybody likes Wild Eye, but it was something that we do kind of as like a tribute to them, and also to kind of get some of their content out.
Nice.
So we did it last year. I can't remember what month was it last year we did it. But we did it, and it was a nice little run. We had a friggin' blast with it. A lot of people were doing it. Q's were doing it.
Yeah, I remember it last year. I'm not big on Wild Eye movies that much, but I mean, here and there I'll find one that I enjoy. But I remember you guys doing that last year, though. You guys really ripped through that, man. I remember that.
Yeah,
we were definitely, it's a good way to get movies, recognized. I've ended up finding out about a bunch of movies just from those reviews. So I still need to see Carousel. Actually, that's like the only one I really want to see right now. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I still got that on my watch list too. I just haven't gotten around to see it.
So I have a question, Hobbs.
Go ahead.
Is it like so basically a week you would do 7 videos of Wild Eye?
No, are you talking about for the Wild Eye Week or just the ended?
Yeah, the Wild Eye Week.
So what it is we basically just essentially we just review one movie a day for 7 straight days for Wild Eye, and then we just put in the description that it's Wild Eye Week, like we do a hashtag, and then we give proper credit to like Bronco, and everybody that does it. And
Yeah, we can
Go
do
ahead.
that.
We share
We
the
just got a
link to
whole bunch of
everybody.
Wild IN.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. I made a playlist for it, and other people made playlists. It's kick ass.
Hmm.
Joe's already had his reviews done in January for Wild Eye Week.
Told about being ahead of the game.
I'm usually not that
Indeed.
far ahead, but when I do my videos, I film like everything for a week and then get it all edited and whatnot. But yeah, now I have a new system I have to learn, so I don't know when my next video will be out.
There are some dedicated people in the community. I seen who was it? It was Papa Jupe. I was watching one of his videos last week. He archives all his movies in an Excel spreadsheet that he watches, that he collects. I was watching. He has a huge Excel spreadsheet with all the movies he has, and he details who's in it, the year it came out, the type of film. That is really cool. I don't think I could do that.
Letterboxd has that for just movies. I wish I had it for TV shows, but you can do the same thing on Letterboxd. You can go up there and type in you can make lists and put the movies you have. I mean, that's what I've done with my IOC movies. You just create lists for the movies you watched that year, movies you're gonna watch, have watched.
And no, we don't have to give Brad credit, but it's nice to be able to let everybody know who came up with the idea.
Oh no, we should give him credit. So he came up with the idea. I guess we'll give you credit, Brad.
Gotta give him at least one mention. At least one mention.
It's a good time. It definitely is. It's something different, and I know that Wild Eye appreciates it. Back to the high octane. I honestly don't think I have any high octane titles now that I think about it.
I got a couple of unforked. Not too much.
Cheetah, when are you going to review? What was the one that we all picked that you were going to review? What the hell was it?
Sinister. I got to do Sinister. The two I have to do still. I have to do Sinister, and I have to do Blackenstein.
Sinister is a good creepy movie for at least the time period it was in.
Sinister was great.
Yeah.
It was. It was.
But I'm just trying to catch up. I still got I just got so much to review now.
I know there's a second one too, but I can't really remember it off the top of my head. I can't remember if it was creepy as well or not.
I don't think the second one did nearly as well as the first one.
Probably not. The sequels hardly ever do that, but
Yeah.
I remember there is a second one. I just don't remember much about it.
Sean, if I find an extra copy of Carousel, it's coming your way, bro. I got to look around. I've got a lot of extra stuff. You've got to see that, bro. You've got to see that.
And the artwork looks wild too, man. It's like really fascinating to look at.
Yeah, Carousel's my second favorite, Sean. It's a great movie. It's so much fun.
Get watching that.
What was that? Dead House, I think I watched that with you before, Hobbs.
Yeah, we watched Dead House.
Is that what it's called? Yeah. That was a decent one. The one thing I enjoyed the most really was like it was actually a short runtime, so like that made the movie like a little bit more tolerable in my opinion.
I understand they're not for everybody. Some are, but it's weird because I find mainstream films, some of them are not for me either. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm more about the independent films. Big studio movies, it just leaves me cold. A lot of them just leave me cold.
I would say I'm 50-50. I would say about 50-50.
Oh, I got Patient Zero from Dollar Tree. It looks really good.
I want to say I
Movie?
own that, but I'm not 100% sure.
What's your favorite horror movie that Tony Todd was in? Mine is definitely Candyman. I can't wait for the remake.
Definitely got to be the Night of the Living
Candyman,
Dead
definitely.
remake.
Yeah.
That's like the first time
If
I
you
was like
can't tell-
associated with him.
I thought he was great in Final Destination. I was really pissed off when he dropped his character.
Yeah.
After the second one. I mean, he was just amazing in that. So creepy.
Go ahead, Vince. What were you saying?
This is our Tony Todd collection.
Oh,
Yeah,
Nice.
those are mine. I love Tony Todd.
there's a lot of ladies in the community really love Tony Todd. Like there's
Yeah.
like
He flirted with me on Twitter once.
Yeah, Tony Todd is the new Calvin Klein.
Yeah, he flirted with me on Twitter once, and I was so stupid I didn't realize he was flirting. My husband actually pointed it out. I was like, Candyman's flirting with you, right? I'm like, no.
Now run inside your bathroom and say his name 5 times.
Yeah.
Tony Todd. I'll be honest with you. The first time I'd ever seen Candyman, the first time I seen it, it didn't scare me, but like I felt like it was like a cheesy romance novel. I really liked it, but I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's more like a psychological thriller, I guess you could say, but it's got plenty of horror elements in it. It's just that they're not as consistent as I guess you could say, a traditional horror film.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
was
DP,
Go ahead, Becky.
DPE review says about Tony Todd and Hatchet. That was a
Oh,
great
right.
role.
He's in that. I forgot about that.
I was going to
But-
say he's in Hellfest too, but he don't have a huge part in it, but he's in that as well. This like
He's
his
also in he's in Platoon,
oh,
the
yeah.
war movie Platoon. He's actually in that.
Yeah, he was in The Rock too. A lot of people forget that. And Tony Todd's what I call an elevator actor. That means whatever project he pops in on, he's gonna make it better simply because he's in it.
Right.
I mean, he could do a $200 budget movie, but once he pops in there, it's gonna look like a much bigger movie because he's such a talented actor.
Right. And he has such a recognizable voice. You can like pick him out anywhere. Because I know he's in some Star Trek stuff, and my husband watches a lot of that. And he's in makeup because he's one of the creatures. I'm not huge in Star Trek. I don't remember, but he's one of those creatures. And I was like, that's Tony Todd. That's Candyman. You can just
So
pick
let me
him out.
He played.
let me
more
throw this
character-
one out. Let me throw this one out to you guys, and this may get some heat in the chat. Hellfest or Bloodfest? All right, and go.
I haven't heard of Bloodfest, so I'll have to go with Hellfest just because I haven't heard of the other one.
Guys.
What do you say?
I'm gonna have to go with Hellfest.
I'll say
I
Bloodfest.
guess.
All Greek to me.
No Greek to you.
I've never seen him either one.
I'm gonna go with Hellfest.
Yeah, that's what I'm settling on.
No,
I know I had that movie, and I can't even remember like what happens in that movie right now. So.
That's what I say real quick. Theodore was saying about Willy's Wonderland, but yeah, it's out already on VOD. He said he wasn't sure if it was this week or next week, so just letting him know it's already out on VOD and available. $20 on Prime and $20 on Vudu. I don't know if you can get anywhere else. I'm sure you can.
Yes.
Has anyone seen? I don't know if you guys have watched Raised by Wolves yet. What is that? The hell is it? It's on a HBO Max.
No, I don't have that.
You
Is
guys
this some
gotta
new
see that
John
shit.
or
Huh?
Is this something new or?
Like it was like released back in like November, I think. It was like a 10-episode first season for Raised by Wolves, which was, I believe, I don't know if it was fully created by Ridley Scott, but I know he's got some part in it. But I'm currently going back and watching that show again, man. That's a really amazing sci-fi story, in my opinion. It's very, very vast story.
I'm in a weird kick, man. Like when it comes to TV shows, I've been watching a lot of old westerns. Like I've been watching Bonanza.
See, that's what I was too, Hobbs.
Wow.
I'm watching an old show from 1988. It was a Canadian series called Border Town. It ran for 3 years. I picked up the whole series at a disc replay, and
That's cool.
I've been watching it, and it's actually really quite entertaining. I'm just 30-year-old TV series that no one's ever heard of.
Have we seen Mandy?
Yeah,
I think I've seen Mandy.
yeah, I've seen Mandy.
Yeah, I have that somewhere in my collection.
I've seen Mandy. I don't remember if I saw my son, because my son's huge into Nicolas Cage. I can't remember if he watched that one with me, but I know when Color Out of Space dropped to Shudder, me and him watched that together because he couldn't wait to watch it. He wants to
All right,
watch
the Bronco
Land with me too.
All right, take
Bronco
care,
Juggler
bro.
says,
Later,
"Have a good
Brad."
stream, guys. Take care, brother."
Good night, man.
MTV Scream series. Okay, here's a funny fact about me. When that TV show Scream came out, oh, not Scream. No, never mind. I was thinking of a different one. There's an old show on MTV that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. It was where you would put kids stuck in a haunted attraction or like a haunted house. It was called
Is it like
Fear.
or something? Yeah.
Yeah, it was called Fear.
Yeah, I remember that now.
I sent in an audition tape to be on that. I'm
Oh,
not
nice.
joking.
Did you really?
But
I
the
did.
Oh, nice.
TV series
Cool.
that I liked all but the last season of the Scream franchise. I don't know. I didn't really like the last season. I want to say it was third season. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've seen it. But I know I wasn't fond of the last season, but the other ones I liked.
Of course, I never got a response after they looked at me, but I'm just kidding. Just joking.
I think having a Furby would have jacked up the rating.
That's true. It's true. My big head. I didn't like the. I don't know. I didn't watch the Scream TV series on MTV because I just didn't want to. I didn't want to ruin the franchise, man. Like I love that franchise so much. I just couldn't. I could not bring myself to watch the series.
And the DPE reviews. I'm pretty sure there's not a season 2 of the Critters, unfortunately. I thought it was a little bit different than the movies, but it still was kind of in the same somewhat range of the Critters movies, but they put a little bit of different spin on it, in my opinion. But as far as I know, there's not a second season. I haven't even heard of one getting made. Not
Are you
saying there's
talking about the Critters had a TV show?
Beyond Shutter.
What the? How did I not know about that?
Critters Attacks.
No, that's a movie. It was the TV show was totally separate. They came out approximately at the same time. I want to say the TV series came out first. I could be wrong on that. It's been a while, but yeah, the Critters Attacks is like a whole different thing than the TV series.
Isn't there like some controversy with the new Wrong Turn?
I haven't seen it yet, so I don't know.
I haven't watched it yet, but there is a leaked HD copy out there for it.
Yeah,
Hey Hobbs, I'm gonna get off here, man.
All right, brother. Thanks for stopping by. Let us know if you need anything.
All right, good night, man.
send them
Yes, sir.
Bye. Back to the events. Take care.
Bye bye.
All right.
Take care, man.
And then there was 4.
And then there was 400.
Talking about TV series. Well, it's not really a TV series, but have you guys seen the Cecil Hotel documentary on Netflix?
Yeah, I did watch that actually. I got really sucked into that because I didn't actually know the entire story to that originally. So like that's another reason why I wanted to watch it. But man, that was creepy.
I literally
Just,
binged the whole thing last night.
like I'm still not really buying it that girl climbed into that tank herself and just shut the lid and was like, "Yep, I got this perfectly planned out, and this is how I want to die."
Have you seen the whole thing yet? I don't want to give away spoilers.
Oh yeah, I've got to stop doing that.
Okay. No, I'm not saying that. I was just making sure I wasn't going to give you a spoiler.
No, yeah, I watched all 4 parts. I think it was 4 parts or four episodes.
Yeah, they went back and said that the maintenance man was the one that put the lid on it when the cops came and found it. That the maintenance man found it with the lid open, but still.
But there's another question you could ask there, though. You could also ask. You could ask the maintenance guy or whatever. Was that lid open when he got there?
Yeah, supposedly
that question never was asked. Nobody ever asked that in the documentary.
Yeah, supposedly on the last episode they actually talk about a little bit that they was talking to him, and he said that when he climbed up there, the lid was open, and he's the one that closed it for when the cops got there. Supposedly.
Well, yeah, that's.
It's still fishy either way. How the circumstances is still fishy either way, but how they try to explain it, they could have just told him to say that too. You never know because he didn't even speak English. So.
Right, yeah. But that man, what a shady hotel. You walk in there, it's all nice looking. You get up to your room and you got black water coming out of your faucets, and the tiles are falling out.
Right.
Place is a dump, actually.
But yeah, that was creepy. But yeah, I didn't know much more about it besides that video that was leaked around because I like Slapped Hams, Nukes, Top 5, and Sir Spooks. They all had that on their videos. So as much as I saw of it, I'm sure Chills had it too.
Like whenever I get bored of something, like that's my thing to rely on is like murder mystery and I don't know, serial killers, I guess you could say.
Right. And that's one thing that made me mad that they was trying to blame that. I'm not big into death metal, but they was trying to blame that death metal guy just because he was a death metal artist and just because he had pictures of Ted Bundy and the Black Dahlia like behind him during one video, and he so happened to stay at the hotel. Come to find out,
he almost got himself in a lot of trouble too.
Yeah. But yeah, just because he was a death metal, I was telling my husband, I was like, they would be doing the same thing if a horror director had stayed at the thing. They would have been zoned in on him as well. I don't like death metal, but still, you can't just blame somebody because of their art.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when people get desperate. When they get desperate, they start pointing fingers anywhere.
Right.
Well, it's just like that one documentary with the kids that they were accusing of killing other kids because they listened to Metallica.
Yeah, that's actually like one of the most rawest documentaries I think I've ever seen. Because when they show the crime scene, that's like engraved in my head. Like that's what haunts me the most about that story.
Me
too. When you see those little kids, like their bodies are like stuck in a form of like they're still riding a bike, but they're dead on the ground. It's just like, oh my god, I don't even want to look at that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've seen that one, but I know there was some TV series that was called like Killer Kids or something like that. And I don't know if that's the same thing, but
I think that used to come on like A&E or something like that.
Yeah, I found it on Netflix. I played it, and like the first 5 minutes, they're saying that the kids did this because they were into horror movies and heavy metal. I was like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm not watching no more of this.
Yeah, it's another case of where people got desperate and they figured, well, we got to blame somebody here. If not, we're going to get hanged for it.
By that logic, all of us could get pinned for murder.
It's very true. You don't know what's going to happen when you walk out the front door.
Right.
At Spider Vision, we try to do 4, 5 is kind of the max, but we try to keep it at 4 to 5. Maybe next time. I appreciate you asking, though, brother. Thank you, Tim, for the reminder. Yeah, but what was the name of that documentary? I cannot believe I can't. I've got a picture of Damien Eccles. Yeah, I've got a Damien Eccles. Right. I've got Damien Eccles' photo autograph and a picture on my wall, but I can't freaking think of the name of it. Paradise Lost, though. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Dude, it
Yeah,
creeped
it's
me
just
out.
like it's another thing that's really good about that documentary is it's like it really goes over the years of the actual story, and then once they finally got exonerated, they actually were able to kind of have a closure on that story in a way.
You know what's shitty about it though? They had to plead guilty with an Alfred plea in order to get out of it. So like even though they got screwed, they had to
Yeah.
plead guilty to be able to
Yeah.
get out of it. That's bullshit, man.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the only legal way they could do that. So
And then people, look at it later on and they don't know the story. They're just going to see that they, pleaded guilty, and even though they had to plead guilty to get out, they're marked with that for however long.
Splattervision, do you do content? Do you put videos up? I'm just curious about your channel.
You're new. You don't know who you are.
Tell us so we could stalk you. I'm kidding.
Yeah, Splattervision, give us all your information. I'm just kidding. But
What's the credit card
but
number?
no, I just feel like they could have sued that city for a
Yeah.
ton of money, and they got screwed so bad.
yeah, that's very true.
I remember Voodoo. I think I had Voodoo at one point in time. I don't know if I still have the app or not.
I do. I got it on my Roku.
You know, by the time you end up paying for all the apps that are available, I feel like you end up paying just as much as you would for TV.
Yeah, the streaming services. I mean, they're all going to go high. They're all going to go higher.
Now, Vudu, well, you can pay, but it's like pay for whatever movie to rent or buy. But the app itself is free. And then, let's say if you buy a movie with a digital code, you could put that code in there, and then it goes onto your Vudu, and then you can just flip on there and watch all your digital movies. They used to have it if you had it hooked onto your Walmart app, that anytime you bought a movie through Walmart, the digital copy would automatically go to your Vudu, but they don't have it like that anymore. At least they don't. Mine hasn't worked. I'm assuming it's not like that anymore.
We got a question for Patrick in the chat.
You guys want to answer that for me?
Says, hey Patrick, which studio do you like more, Wild Eye Releasing or IFC Midnight? Can you explain why though?
I can use up the rest of the screen for that. Yeah, I'm just totally crazy about ISC Midnight. It's just so much better movie, light years ahead. I mean, I like Wild Eye movies, but in terms of the star power and the quality of the movie and the storytelling and everything else, I mean, ISC are top of the line for me. Yeah.
Do you have ATM, Patrick?
Yes, I do. Yes,
Okay.
I do.
That's probably my favorite IFC film.
Isn't that like another one that takes place around Christmas time? I think.
I think so
Isn't it?
too.
It's at least winter, if not Christmas. But
Yeah, it's. I think like didn't they leave like a Christmas party, and that's how this whole like problem started? They were
Hell
like
yeah.
at a Christmas
Yeah,
party,
they
and they got into an
found the
argument. And next you know it, they're dealing with that nutcase at the ATM.
Yeah, and you could have went and did so many more sequels, with that ending that they had, but they just, I guess it wasn't popular. I don't know, but that movie's amazing.
I don't
You
think
know,
I had that one, but that's definitely one I need to see again.
Yeah,
I have a question
I got
for
it around here somewhere.
I have a question for you guys and for the chat as well. Now the theaters are starting to reopen up again and whatnot. My question is, do you think the theaters in Hollywood in general, do you think they're just going to, push back down the indie companies, film companies that basically kept them afloat during the summer, during the pandemic? Or you think some of these smaller films will find their way onto the big screen?
Well, I never really thought about that, actually. That's a good question.
Yeah, I think Hollywood's too snobby to let indie movies.
I'm already seeing the bullshit already for the Oscars. They're already stucking down all the indies and now they're pumping up these same old usual faces again. It's just like, you know what? These guys can do anything at all during the pandemic, and the movies never got seen or anything, and all these great indie movies came out and basically carried the whole damn industry, and now they're just being forgotten again.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I can tell you that I would not go to a theater myself right now. I'm not saying anybody else shouldn't, but it's going to take at least another year for me to decide to do that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go see Dune with a sleeping bag on and a gas mask.
Yeah, Parasite was an indie movie, but that was that got seen, and that got seen by everybody. I mean, there was like there was playing against everybody, and got all that hype for it. But there's been a lot of indie movies that come out this year during the pandemic that they're not going to get the same sort of love.
Right. Yeah, I remember seeing when cause Parasite won something. I remember. I don't really
It
follow
won Best Picture, I think.
Yeah, I don't really follow the awards, but I remember seeing that they won something, and it was just like in the comments or people talking about it or whatever, they was just ragging on it because it was foreign, and they was so pissed off that it was foreign. I was like, usually I haven't seen Parasite, so I don't know, but it's like usually the best movies are foreign.
The best movies are pretty much independent movies.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Did you like High Tension?
Yeah.
Boom?
Yeah.
I love High Tension. It's probably one of the best movies that you don't really know the ending until it gets there, unless you somehow figure out beforehand. But I love the twist ending.
I don't understand why people get so turned off by that movie, because the plot in it is like so different from your typical like horror films that you would see, in my opinion. So like that's why I actually overall like the different plot is what makes me want to revisit that film.
Yeah, I own it somewhere. I have so many movies scattered everywhere. I don't, but I know I own that movie.
So this next comment is for Patrick, and I want to respond on this as well. Sean sent me this movie, and I fucking love it. Here's the comment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember sending that one to you. That's an IFC.
That movie was absolutely fantastic.
Which movie is that, Hobbs?
The Stranger from IFC.
Oh, right. Yeah, I might pick that up. I saw that it's really cheap out there, so I might pick that one up.
I could not believe how good that was, man.
I'm not sure if I've seen that one.
I don't even think I saw it. I just remember having it, and I was like, I'm going to send this to Hobbs. I think he'll enjoy it. But I never actually sat down and watched it.
Netflix original movies are pretty good. The problem with the Netflix movies are very few of them, unless you go to, what was that place, Hot Tuna or Rotten Tuna or whatever it is. You can go through there, and they'll do a made-on-demand disc. But as far as the original movies being released, home releases, they don't do home releases. So a lot of those great movies just don't get seen. They're not released out, hard copies. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I watched the one original Netflix movie that I watched, which was Velvet Buzzsaw. I liked it, but it never got released to the home market.
Yeah, the Babysitter. If that's the one that's on Netflix, I like that series. But yeah, there's some actually good. Like, I know a lot of people are sick of zombies, but there's actually a few good Netflix like TV series, like The Kingdom. It's foreign. It's a really good zombie movie. There's another one, I can't think of the name of it. It has the same people that did Z Nation. I want to say it's Black Sunday, but I probably have that wrong. That's fairly decent. It's not as comical as Z Nation, but the same people did it. And
you know who did Z Nation, right?
I'm sorry.
You know who made Z Nation, right? That was the Asylum. That was like one of their first TV series they did. Yeah.
And there's another it's a movie, hashtag Alive. It's foreign as well. I thought that was pretty good.
I know this might be a little bit out of the realm for what you watch, Boom, but did you watch Martyrs?
I can't say I've seen Murderers.
Okay. It's a little bit more extreme than what you are used to, but it's a pretty good foreign film. I probably would hold off on it if you. I was just curious if you've seen it.
I can't say I've heard of that one.
Yeah, some of the Netflix movies that are big in home releases, like The Irishman and Marriage Story, a lot of those came from major studios like Warner Brothers, Paramount, whatnot. So they control the rights to that, so they can release them on home market. But as far as any movie made for Netflix original, it's very rare that it pops out.
Yeah.
Very, very rare. Because
People to buy their subscription.
it's very rare.
Usually what that comes down to is money talks. So,
Yeah.
I mean, what's the one movie that just got released? The Irishman. That was a Netflix movie, and they were pretty stern about that off the bat, where they were like, "Oh, we're not going to release this on Blu-ray," but yeah, Criterion went and released it. So, kind of tells you that money talks. So.
Yeah, they did. Criterion did the Irishman, and they also did Marriage Story.
Okay.
Yep, I was like, wow. I missed out on getting the Irishman when Family Video closed. I was trying to get a copy of that. I did get a copy of Marriage Story though. I got it for $4.
Nice.
Blu-ray, brand new.
Oh, nice.
I know Criterion is Criterion's releasing the guy who made Parasite, one of his older films called Memories of Murder. So that's I still have yet to actually sit down and watch that entire movie. I was watching it one night, and then I was watching it illegally because I don't have a copy of it. But I'm watching it, and the subtitles were going, and out of nowhere, it just completely shut off. And I was like, I can't watch this now. I don't know Korean that well, so what the fuck, man?
Pirate theater.
You gotta brush up on your Korean.
Yeah, man, I gotta get better at my Korean somehow. But I mean,
I don't think Better Watch Out was a Netflix original, though. I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
isn't that a Christmas movie? Isn't that a Christmas horror movie?
Yeah,
Better
it's
Watch
a
Out.
Christmas horror movie. Somebody was in there saying, I believe Better Watch Out was a Netflix movie. Found a
Maybe
physical copy at Dollar Tree. I'm pretty.
It probably could have been like an investor or something.
Though I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it wasn't because I know it's on Shudder right now.
Are you talking about the new Christmas movie, Better Watch Out, or the old one?
I'm assuming they're talking about the new one.
No,
I
I don't think it's the old one. That the one from 1980. I don't think you're talking.
I
about
haven't. I didn't know there was a new one, but yeah, I'm pretty sure Better Watch Out's not a Netflix original.
It's not. I don't believe it is. And
No.
It's expensive now. It's hard. You have to pay at least $20 to get it on Blue.
Really? I remember I bought it when it first came out. I went to Walmart and bought the DVD for like $14, $15, but
I got it at Family Video and I sent it to Jen Tochi. Pretty bad when you gotta send out your movies because you're running out of space.
once
Dude, I
find
always
all
feel like
my
I'm out of
stuff, I can
space.
get rid of all my extras because I have a bad habit of rebuying movies.
Yeah, I've done that before.
You could be like Sean, where they just send you duplicates for no fucking reason, right?
Yeah.
You know what's funny? That's like I don't know. I've had a couple weird experiences with Vinegar Syndrome, but I remember the first time I bought something off of them. What did I buy from them? It's right here somewhere. Oh, Night Train to Terror, I think it was. Yeah, this.
Yeah.
I bought this movie from that. I gotta get some more light on that. I don't know if you guys can even see that too well. Night Train to Terror. It's supposed to be this wild horror anthology, but I ordered this from them, and I get it in the mail, and none of the discs are playing at all. And I just emailed them, and I was like, "Yo, like I bought Night Train to Terror from yous, and none of the discs are playing." Like they didn't even ask to like for me to send anything back or anything. They're like, "All right, we're sending you out a new copy. You should have it in 2 days." And yeah, they fixed the problem right away.
You know, it's funny. I used to have a big box of that film on clamshell VHS.
Probably looked awful too.
Oh, dude, it was terrible. But that was one of the first VHSs on clam that I recall buying.
I don't think I ever had any the clamshell ones, but I remember seeing them all the time. I remember actually we had a West Coast Video in our area, and they actually had an old big clamshell box for Zombie. So if like you wanted to rent Zombie, like that's how like you got it in the big clamshell box.
I had that. I used to have. I had the big box, but it wasn't a clam. The clam was inside the box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I could be thinking of some other edition maybe, but I just remember it was this giant fucking box. It like overtowered all the other movies. Like it stood out like a tombstone. It's like you're walking down the aisle and you're like, "What's this big fucking box over here?"
I think it was both. I think it was a clam that was inside of the big box.
Yeah, I forget, dude.
Hobbs just got the Viper's Hex official channel. Thanks again, Hobbs, for the great review of Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla. Showed Glenn he played Warren, and he loved it too. Keep up the rad work.
Nice.
Oh, well, thank you, man. That's awesome. I didn't expect that tonight. I appreciate that. That's an excellent film. Patrick reviewed it as well, too.
Yeah, I reviewed it as well. It's a great film. Love it.
Tell Glenn Warren I appreciate it. It was really deep, and it was it was a very deep film. Have you seen that one, Sean or Boom?
What movie?
Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla.
I still
No, but I've heard plenty of reviews for it so far. But I mean, I'm sure I will get around to seeing that one eventually.
It's really, really good. Really good.
I
What?
don't know what this person's talking about.
They're trying to get you to. He's just asking you which is his IC films movie you like the best.
Oh, I'm not really familiar enough with that franchise to remember what movies are in that. I shouldn't call it a franchise, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm trying to guess myself.
Is it The Midnight Men?
I'm halfway through that one. Man, Liz Shaye's great in that. Holy crap!
Commando is an excellent movie. DPE Commando was fucking awesome.
Oh, Commando's just classic. Oh,
He got it at his local gas station. That is hilarious. That is awesome.
Gosh, yeah, I'm trying to remember what it was. I'm totally drawing a blank, honestly. And here's
Patrick, apparently he says you know what it is, bro.
I should know, huh? You would think.
You're the only one. He says you're the only one that knows, and that you're going to be the only one that's allowed to answer.
I'm still blown away that you reviewed that hyped up, Bob. That's
Was
awesome.
there even a hint of the movie besides it being IFC?
Well, I can tell you which movie it's not. It's not going to be any of the Human Centipede movies.
I have a few
Human Centipede too.
films. I don't have a lot of IFC films, but I have a few of them. I know Babadook's. I think that's a IFC film, the Babadook.
New one, or is there more than one?
I think there's only one.
I hope so. I wasn't fond of that one.
I don't know. I liked it. Everybody was real turned off by the little kid. I thought the little kid was great because he was relentless. He was like, "Fuck that! I'm dedicated to being a dickhead." So
yeah, I couldn't deal with the kid. I was just like, "Oh my god, just kill it already! Kill the kid already!"
I really loved his dedication to being a total dick. So,
but yeah, I couldn't get past the annoying kid. So, but he did a really good job. I ain't gonna lie, he did a really good job.
That's totally understandable though. Like I hear people all the time like that little fucking kid, and that's when I'm like, all right, let's move on to the next
really
movie.
well.
Did you guys watch The Wretched? That's an IFC.
Nah, somebody reviewed that though. I watched somebody's review for that. I forget who.
It's a creature feature. It's badass.
Nice. I love
Awesome.
picture features.
The Viper Hex says Glenn and I just made another film together, a slasher flick called My Cherry Pie. We'll send to y'all when it's done. Awesome, guys. Looking forward to it.
Sounds good.
Also, Viper, if you get a chance, go to our friend the Horror Man channel, and he also reviewed Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla. He hyped it up really big too.
My Cherry Pie sounds fantastic. Sounds like a song I know.
Are they like fixated with like food and flavors or something? Or I don't know. Because the chocolate strawberry vanilla, now they got My Cherry Pie.
Maybe it's a sequel. You know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen either one, so I don't know.
Chocolate Strawberry Vanilla was absolutely fantastic. It was very deep, and it was I mean, Joe calls it a masterpiece. He really does. So
yeah.
So does that fall into the food slasher subgenre, I guess?
The killer
Food
donut.
slasher. This week's
yeah.
theme is food slashers.
Oh,
we do have
the killer donuts. What else is there?
yeah, the classic Attack of the Killer Donuts.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably even add in killer clowns with those acid pies.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, why
Oh, they
not?
got the cotton candy bulbs.
Yeah, right. Yeah. What are you gonna do with all those pies, boys? That's a great movie, man.
Yeah.
Love that movie.
Return of the Killer Fig Newtons.
Oh, we haven't seen that in a while. Big Newton.
Hey, you can even do Ghostbusters, the Marshmallow Man.
Fig Newtons kill.
I think we have to do a full moon type mashup and do Big Newtons versus Attack of the Killer Donut.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes versus the Killer Donuts. I think that would be a better match.
I really want to see. I really want to see Predator versus Dolores Claiborne. I just always thought the idea.
I was talking about, because I forget what movie we was watching, but there was a reference to Dolores. I believe it was Rose Red, and there was a reference to Dolores Claiborne in there. So I started laughing because I got it, and he's like, "What's Dolores Claiborne?" And I was like, "That's another Stephen King movie." I know I got it around here somewhere. I gotta find it because now he wants to watch it. I got him hooked on Stephen King movies, I think.
Well, Haven,
I've got one for you, Sean. How about Baby from The Devil's Rejects versus The Woman?
Yeah, that would. Wow, that would probably be a very wild fight, actually. Like, I mean, I could see Baby throwing knives, and then you could see the woman using the fucking lawnmower blade trying to swing it at her or something. That would definitely get wild, dude.
Now I gotta watch The Woman.
Yeah, like, I don't even think. Does she ever speak in that movie? Because I just remember her growling a lot.
All she does is she growls, and she almost sounds like the alien from Signs, that the fucking.
Yeah.
Is she allergic to water too?
She's about 6 foot tall too, which is really crazy because she almost looks like, the way she walks and how tall she is, she almost looks like Tiny from Devil's Rejects. The way she walks.
Yeah. Yeah, she's all dirty looking and shit, so.
You mean, you want to feel bad for her, but then like things happen and you're like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna have to watch that because I saw that on Shudder. I'm gonna have to watch that tomorrow.
Just be prepared. It's kind of deep.
Okay.
I know you have certain levels, which is all good, but it gets.
Then I might
takes
have to wait then because my son's usually downstairs doing his schoolwork. So, so I better not do it while he's at school.
I
Is
know
Haunt
there
an
was
IFC film?
What's that?
Is Haunt an IFC?
I have no idea. If
What?
it is, then I
Haunt
like it.
Haunt is IFC midnight.
I thought Haunt was Shudder.
Yeah, it's either a Shutter exclusive or a Shutter original. I don't remember, but Haunt's a really good movie.
Yeah, I was surprised by that one.
Yeah, Sean, I didn't know what you were going to think about that one. And I was curious. I loved that.
I really enjoyed it, and then that spider scene totally got me, dude.
Oh yeah.
That totally got me. Like, I don't want to ruin it for everyone who hasn't seen it, but man, that shit really got me because I don't like spiders at all.
Yeah, if you're afraid of spiders, that's definitely the wrong one for you.
Yeah, Haunt is the IFC midnight.
Somebody brought
It is an IFC.
man.
Yeah, so's Haunter. Haunter's the IFC midnight as well.
I did not know that Haunt was an IFC. How the hell did I not know that?
I don't even think it says it on the DVD. Like, I can't find mine. It should be right next to me right now, and it's not.
Somebody brings up Ginger Dead Man. that's a full moon, isn't it? I could be wrong on that, but I love
Ginger Dead Man is definitely. I think Ginger Dead Man and the Killer Bong. I know Killer Bong is full moon.
But yeah, I saw somebody talking about this, so I had to look on Prime. Gary Busey plays a pet judge. I think it's literally called Pet Judge. I could be wrong. But it's like a TV series of him being the judge and these people bring their cases up. I think it's like a spoof of like daytime court shows because it doesn't seem real. Like the guy that does the exit interviews acts like a complete idiot. He has a drawn-on mustache. But it is freaking crazy and hilarious. If you have Prime, go look up Gary Busey's Pet Judge. It is out there.
Andy, it's called The Woman. Sean, have you heard of a movie with Gary Busey called Candyland?
I can't remember. What is it? An older movie or a newer one?
It's about 3 years old.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that, but I remember I saw one from like 1990 where he's like hiding out in someone's attic, and like I can't remember the name of the movie. Now it's gonna bother me. There's like some movie where he's like hiding out in some family's attic.
That was Silver Bullet. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, so similar. So
Are you talking about the guy who left his family when they thought he's dead and he came back and lived in the attic?
I think that dude, I forget, man. Honestly, I have to look this up now.
That was with Bryan Cranston.
What's it called?
The guy who lives in the attic with Bryan Cranston. That's called Wakefield. That's IFC as well.
Okay.
Yeah, he lives there for years. He watches his wife. He's Jennifer Garner, and he's watching his family from the attic for years.
Oh, okay. So that movie's not that old then.
No, it's like 3 or 4 years old. Yeah.
I don't know what the hell I'm thinking about then.
I know what you're talking about, Sean. I think it's something different than what he's talking about. Have you guys seen Bad Ronald?
Yeah, Bad Ronald.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
That's a sad movie though. That's a really sad movie.
It is.
It is. It's not a horror movie at all. It's a tragedy.
But it's still a kick-ass movie.
I actually reviewed that on my blog, Hobbs.
The mere thought of Gary Busey in anyone's attic is horrifying in itself.
Papa.
Yeah, that is a horror film, isn't it?
I will reiterate the time that I met Gary Busey, we were both drunk and it was weird.
I can imagine.
You guys talking bourbon or donuts or?
Yeah, I was waiting in line to meet somebody else, and his table was next to me. I know he was lit because I just kept watching him, and I was already gone. And I think we just started talking about crazy shit, like not even movie related, like owls and stuff and animals.
Okay, I'll look at it when I can, Theodore. Actually, I got a minute now.
I totally lost. I should have mentioned this before. We had 19 people in the chat, but next week we're going to have a special guest. We're going to have Sadie Cat hang out with us.
Sounds
Hey,
good.
Cheat. Yeah, we'll have somebody on next week. Sean, you're always welcome, brother. You always will have a spot here to come on live with us every Sunday.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I think I should be around. I mean, I don't really do a whole lot on Sundays, really, but yeah, I should be around to do it. I mean, it's you guys do it every Sunday at 10 o'clock, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I should be able to make that.
Boom always has a spot. The Spices have a spot. Patrick's always in. I'm here. Sometimes we have other people on. We try to do 4 to 5. It's hard to do 6 because when you have 6, it's like it bogs down shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, next week I got The Walking Dead. I'm sorry, priorities. So I'll be watching that. So.
Well, we'll have Sadie fighting for your spot for at least the first hour or so. We'll see how it goes, and then we're going to.
Tim, I was just saying that when I was standing next to Gary Busey, I think we were talking about crazy shit like owls and animals and like I can't remember because he was 3 shades and I was probably 4 shades.
Yeah, when he's on the Pet Judge, he just like randomly starts spitting out things that sometimes don't make sense or have nothing to do with what's going on. Like one time he said something about putting like cornmeal on somebody's ass or something like that. I don't know. It's just like completely out there. Or he'll just randomly
Cornmeal on somebody's ass.
Yeah, it was something along. I probably don't have the wording exactly, but it was something along that. It was just random thoughts, and it gets pretty crazy.
What's he trying to do? Have a cornbread ass or something? Like,
I don't know. It's pretty out there. The exit guy's kind of annoying. How he plays whoever that dude is playing him because he just plays like he's so stupid. But other than that, that show's pretty entertaining.
I know he doesn't shake hands with people in public.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I've seen him that day giving people hugs, so I'm like, what's the difference? I know we talked a lot about Silver Bullet when I was in line waiting. I think he was talking about how crazy, like how long it took to film it. I don't know. It was memorable because I don't know. It was weird.
I like Silver Bullet.
Yeah, I grew up with that movie.
That was another Stephen King movie I was just telling my husband about. I remember we was watching The Pet Detective, Pet Judge, and I told him about Silver Bullet was a Stephen King movie with Gary Busey.
Hey, Patrick, do you care to elaborate on your thoughts on Cujo to the chat?
Yeah, well, I did my 500th review on the blog, and I decided to review Cujo. I decided that a long time ago, and so I looked at. I remember seeing Cujo when I was 19. Came out when I was 19, and it was really, it was really exciting when you first saw it. But when I rewatched it a long time ago, I call it like misdirected horror. It's like when you watch Cujo, everybody's watching the mom and the kid in the car, but the real core of it is the dog. The dog suffers the most. The dog's the victim, and I just think it's really a really sad movie. It's not a horror movie. It's not really a horror movie as far as people, but it's a horror movie for the dog. If you think about it through his point of view.
I'll laugh at Splatter Vision. They said next time you meet Scary Busey, you'll tell him he has a cornbread ass. I really hope I have the wording completely correct. But you might want to watch The Pet Judge to make sure you hear exactly what he says, because I might have it messed up. My memory is horrible. So I might have it messed up. But it's freaking hilarious.
I guess that means his balls are going to be hush puppies.
I used to watch Animal Planet. When Animal Planet was Animal Planet, they used to have a show called Animal Top, and all the various cities, and the show the Humane Society going around and fucking people. Man, that show was the fuck. I tell.
Hey Patrick, I don't know what's going on with your audio, bro, but like it sounds to me like you're talking like from a pretty far distance from your computer.
That better?
Yeah,
hey,
that's better.
Patrick is in the chat, guys.
All right. Yeah, I was trying to. Let me try one of.
Patrick was in his backyard for a second.
Does that still sound all right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely better. Yeah, but Cujo, that's actually one Stephen King film that I've never, like, I hear people always talking about how scary it is, and all the times I ever watched it, I'm like, what's scary here? I don't get it. Because, like, that dog does not look terrifying at all to me.
The dog is.
He just looks like a wet, dirty dog. That's it. He don't look scary to me.
No,
like, if I was on that set, I would go over and pet him with no problem.
Well, the fact he has rabies. You know what?
Well, yeah, the whole idea of it, yeah, that's terrifying in itself. But to me personally, that dog's never intimidated me before.
Oh no,
I don't find it. Just takes it out for me. Really, it's just not a terrifying movie to me.
Well, I think
but that doesn't mean it is. It's just my feelings about it.
I don't see it terrifying either. You know, like the tagline is, terror has a new name, and it shows the dog looking all fierce and growling. It's like, that's not the point. The point is the dog was abused. It was neglected, and he got sick. You know, if he would have had a fucking rabies shot, we wouldn't have a movie. You know, if the owner had actually cared about his animals. But that's the horror of it. You know, that he didn't. And you know, that's everybody's focusing on the mom and the kid, and they don't really think about the dog and what he's going through.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
So it's it's like
I like your way you're thinking.
Yeah, it's like that movie It. Everybody's looking at Pennywise, and fucking Pennywise isn't scary at all compared to the girl's father. That girl Bev's father scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
I agree with you, but in the same token, though, you know, you got to look back at some of the other characters that were killer characters that went through so much shit in their life in horror films, and it's like you got to kind of separate some of that out, you know, like if they were harmed as a kid and they had a bad childhood and they became a horror icon for say. I'm not going to think back to the time whenever they were abused as a kid or something. I'm going to think about what the fuck they're doing now, you know?
Yeah, because it's just like what me and my sister were talking about this today. We watched like some of the icons of horror, like Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein, the monster itself, it's not his fault. You know, he's not terrifying. He's a victim. You know, it's sad. You know, it's really sad because he didn't do anything to deserve to be where he's at. He was, and that's what's really,
Hey, Hobbs, you should highlight Papa's comment. That's pretty awesome.
Oh, I'm going to. I want to say hello to our good friend Raymond, the paperback nomad.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, Raymond?
Cujo would be the scariest movie in history if he were a hamster.
I just saw that comment.
unless he stumbled into Anaconda.
More specifically, what if he was a hedgehog
or a groundhog?
What if he had to eat John Voight? Remember Anaconda? He gets eaten.
Dude, that part was crazy. Anaconda really creeped me out, man. The first time I seen it, it doesn't now, but that rocked me the first time I seen that.
Dude,
it stuck with me for a while.
You know, that movie was a lot of fun, but when John Voight broke the fourth wall, when the snake spit him out, and he went, dude, I mean, we all lost it. We were laughing so hard. He winked at the camera. Like, look at the shit I'm doing. It was just hilarious.
they actually used some practical effects in that movie too. Like they actually did have some like real snake heads or not real snake heads, but like practical snake heads, and then obvious what's that, like mid-90s special effects in
Well,
there. So
the thing is I'm not even afraid of snakes, but that movie terrified me for a little bit. But there's actually the biggest anaconda in the world. Her name is Medusa, and like she's like 15 feet, and they keep her at a haunted attraction as part of their attraction, and they keep her in like a cage, and they keep her there just to scare people. But they treat her really good. But like whenever they do the attraction, they'll put her somewhere to like scare people. I'm just thinking to myself, dude, that would be terrifying alone just to see that.
DPE mentioned about Freddy Krueger. The thing about Freddy Krueger, Human Monster, is that pretty much always, he was abused as a kid, but he became a murderer. He had a choice. That's what makes Cujo much more tragic. Is Cujo doesn't have a choice. He's just an animal. He's a pet. He didn't have any. He didn't decide to become what he did.
Right.
I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like I gotta separate myself from having any type of feelings towards the characters. I mean, I get what you're saying. I like that idea because it is an animal. But
I think it's the reason why people don't like watching animals get hurt in movies. They want to be entertained. Seeing some girl get shot in the head with an arrow, or some guy get crushed by a car. It's like, there's something about it's like a taboo. Well, it used to be a taboo. Like you didn't do anything with kids. Like you never saw a kid who couldn't kill them, right? It's like like they didn't become zombies or anything else. It's like, don't do that. But now, because it's really disturbing. It's really just like the remake of Dawn of the Dead, when that little girl comes back and she runs at them, and that was just like, for the whole Dawn of the Dead movie, the first 10 minutes were the scary part of the whole damn movie. With that kid.
You talking about the remake?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that girl goes up there and she's dead and she's sitting there, that was the scariest shit.
Yeah.
Because they're the most innocent victims.
right, yeah.
I don't know. I agree with you. I just it might make you feel better knowing that there was 3 different dogs for that movie that they used.
Well, they actually used 10, Josh. They used 10 St. Bernards, 1 Labrador that they put a dog suit on, and they had a stuntman wear the dog suit. And they used him to show that when Cujo hit the car with his head, that was the stuntman of the suit.
Rabbit lives matter, Papa. I agree, buddy.
Yeah, I must, thinking about that now, it must have been a pain in the ass being a filmmaker, or actually like a camera guy, and shooting animals, and you got to get the animal to look convincing and intimidating, and having it attack at certain scenes. That must have been a pain in the ass. Like, what's that one movie? It's called like Hellhounds or something like that from the 70s, where they use like Dobermans or whatever. They made them look fucking evil.
Yeah, that TV movie. Yeah, I remember that one.
I reviewed that on the channel. Yeah,
I bet that must have been a pain in the ass to film.
Yeah, there was like 7. There was 7 of them. 7 dogs.
Is that what it's called though? Hellhounds?
It's called Hellhound. Yeah.
Something like that.
It was Richard Pena and Patty Duke Aston.
I remember I found that first time I saw that was on TCM Underground. It was like 2:00 in the morning. It came on TV, and I was like, I've never seen this before.
The end was really cheesy. It was like the scene with the wizard the Wizard of Oz, like where he comes up and his big head's like in the background.
Yeah, that was cheesy. But it was a made-for-TV movie, though, so.
Right.
Patrick, have you watched The Dark Knight of the Scarecrow yet?
No, that is actually on my to-watch list.
That's a good TV movie.
I don't know if you knew that, Patrick, but that's a TV movie just like Hellhound.
Larry Drake's in that.
In my basement.
I'm trying to think of who released this. I could not believe it when I heard this. They released an old TV movie from the 70s called Killdozer.
Oh right, I did see that.
I want to say Shout Factory did that.
Somebody, I forget who did, but I did see that up for like a pre-order, like maybe like a month ago or something like that.
I can't believe it. That movie was cheesy. That movie was dated when it aired.
Yeah,
Now
isn't
for
that
all
like?
I'm like,
Good, Sean.
wow.
Hmm?
What were you saying?
They're desperate for product, I guess.
I forget now because like I heard other people talking, I just stopped talking.
I was going to
I
say for all you streamers out there, have you guys seen the Killer Sofa?
No, not yet. I want to. That's another one that's on my watch list. What gets
That's
me? I guess it's
the hell's the
foreign
movie?
because on the cover, thumbnail, whatever, there's a chair, but it's called Killer Sofa. That's what I don't get. So I don't know. Maybe other countries call it sofa. I don't know. I love Black.
I'm waiting for Chet Tackle Killer, the sequel.
But Black Sheep is not really compared to Cujo because that's like somewhat of a zombie thing. I guess compared to it because when the sheep attack the people, they start turning into sheep. But Cujo, if he attacks somebody, they're not going to turn into a dog. It's almost like zombie beavers. Zombie beavers and black sheep would be in the same category.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Because just like zombie beavers, they attack a person and they turn into a beaver.
So we could put that in a wildlife subgenre. Horror wildlife subgenre.
Yeah, like zombies. I don't remember if anybody got turned into an animal, but zombies, the animals were the zombies. 1 and 2.
What was that movie where like,
we
it's a zombie movie where like all these people are pissed off about their trees getting cut down, and there's like these people that are willing to die for the trees or something. That's, I don't know, some really bad zombie movie from like 2005 or something like that.
I don't think I've seen that.
Actually, no, I think I do remember it. It's Severed. I think it might be called Severed.
Severed, huh?
It's like a zombie movie that takes place like out in the forest, and there's all these forest freaks that are like, "Oh, you're not cutting down our trees," and then all this shit starts oozing out of the trees, and like people start turning into zombies or so. I don't know.
I
definitely
want to see it now.
I'm trying to look it up to see if I'm actually making any sense. So
there is an actual movie called Severed, so you might be right. I don't remember the plot, but I'm thinking I saw that.
Yeah, I think this might be it. 2005.
I mean, we have a subgenre for killer appliances. I mean, we got Microwave Massacre.
Yeah, here it is. It's called. It's got a quick summary here. It says loggers and activists band together after tree sap turns local denizens into bloodthirsty zombies.
It just sounds like the trees from the Wizard of Oz. Like you didn't like their apples, so they're gonna come kill you now.
I saw a movie with the whole damn mountain a creature feature. The mountain was against everybody.
You saying mountain?
A mountain.
The mountains?
Yeah. It's called Behemoth. And the mountain was alive. And they actually had one really good effective scene where this girl, she's on the side of a mountain and she's climbing toward the top. And she looks inside of a cave, and a human eyeball is looking at her. That was weird.
Huh.
That was weird.
I haven't heard of that one. About the only one I could think of on a mountain is, what's it called? Devil's Pass? Is that right?
We need to...
Oh, go ahead. But it's like based somewhat on a story that actually, like a mystery that happened like a long time ago, but these filmmakers like go to investigate this mystery, and what they end up finding out is, of course, it's completely fake, but it's a really good movie. I want to say it's called Devil's Pass.
I want them to make a movie about the Boglins from the 80s that kill people. Do you remember the Boglins, the toys from the 80s, the Boglins?
Mm-mm.
Why do I feel like that rings a bell for some reason? Or no, I'm thinking of like My Pet Monster or something. I don't know why.
Yeah, it is. They're like little hand puppets, and they look like Boglins. Corey Feldman had one in the Friday movie. He was showing his toys off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you
Yeah,
stick
the
your
little
hand in
Boglin.
it, and it's like a boxed area. You stick your hand in or something.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even think I had any. I think like I knew people that had those or something like that.
I mean,
God,
I own a movie. I own a movie called Swamphead right now, and it's about a head that's covered in sea moss and stuff, and the head kills people. So if they can do that, they can make killer boglins.
Right.
Only you, Hobbs. Swamp it.
I agree, Andy. Return of Oz is close as a horror version will break it.
Now I gotta look to Swamp It now.
All right, guys, I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Thanks for coming on, brother. We'll see you next week if you're down.
Yeah, I'll stay in touch with you through text messages or whatever. And,
Yeah, man. Let me know.
Yeah, we'll
Good
figure
having
it
you
out.
back. Looking forward to the videos.
Yeah, it's definitely great to be back and to hear from all you guys again. So, but yeah, I have a
Sean,
permanent
have a
cell
good night,
phone
man.
now, so everything's it looks like everything's on the right track for me right now. So
That's good.
Glad to hear, brother. Glad to hear.
yeah, so yeah, appreciate you guys having me on. So have a good night. Good night to everybody in the chat.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll be talking to you guys real soon.
All right. Good night, Sean.
All right, take care, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, Teddy Ruxpin. You could put any CD you want in him. I remember him.
Wow. There we go.
They did somewhat in the new Child's Play remake. They did somewhat of a homage to Teddy Ruxpin, if I remember correctly, because I think they had teddy bears. They had all sorts of like animals and stuffed things coming to life in Child's Play.
Did you Boom, did you watch the hell was it? The animatronic movie from a couple years ago that just came out.
The Banana Split.
Banana
Yeah.
Split.
Yeah, I love that. I own that movie. I watched it when it first got released, and then I just watched it the other day, and I'd have a review typed up for it. I don't have it filmed yet, but yeah, I actually like that movie a lot. But yeah, I watched it the day Willy's Wonderland came out because I was mad I couldn't watch it, and I was bitching, and I was like, I wanted to see that. So next best animatronic movie is Banana Splits.
I guess, and then Nicolas Cage did another movie. I guess it was it sort of reminds me of Escape from New York. Where he's dressed in a suit and he has like 3 days to recover the governor's daughter, otherwise he gets killed. It's the same plot from Escape from New York. I guess Nicolas Cage just did another one.
Is that new?
Yeah, I'll see what it is.
Yeah.
I read reviews of it, and it's like, gee, I liked it better when it was Escape from New York.
Yeah, I've seen his newest ones I've seen is Mandy, The Color Out of Space, and then we've seen Jiu-Jitsu. But Jiu-Jitsu is kind of out there.
I can't. That's got to be like horrible.
Yeah, it is kind of bad. Banana Splits is how come I'm subbed to Bronco Juggler's channel. Interesting.
Prisoners of the Ghostland.
I haven't heard of that one.
That's what it's called. It's called Prisoners of the Ghostland, and he's supposedly on a mission to recover this governor's daughter or whatnot, and he gets put in this suit. And
Sounds like Iron Man.
yeah, that's goofy.
I am Iron Ghost.
I am Iron Ghost.
That's an actual comic. Iron Ghost.
But yeah, there is going to be a Chucky TV show. I know they were in the works before the virus hit, so I don't know if that's going to be held back or not. But I seen like Brad Dondorf. I'm probably not saying his last name right, but I seen he was going to be involved. I don't remember who else. I want to say Tiffany, but I'm probably wrong on that. But I know that it's having a lot of original, like, kind of people involved with that.
I went through a brief stage in life where I did not like Nick Cage for redoing The Wicker Man. I finally gave him the time of day again after that because I started saying, you know, it's not his fault. It's just not a movie you should be remaking, but looking forward to seeing what he's got coming up. All right, Andy,
Yeah,
good night, man.
Bye, Andy.
it looks like Jennifer Tilly's going to do the Chucky pilot. That's all they have listed for her as that. Otherwise, she's just doing regular TV movies.
Yeah, I was thinking she wasn't going to be involved in the TV show, but they had to push stuff back, so God knows when or if that's coming out now.
Hey, Raymond, you want me to send you the link and you come on with your bag on?
Yeah, what did you and Raymond think of that Nomadland movie? As soon as I saw the preview of that, and I thought about you two guys right away.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah, it looks like a van life movie, basically. Just
Sweet. He's going to start doing reviews.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Not
He should be doing them. I know he likes horror movies as well, and just Halloween in general.
Halloween's awesome.
I don't think we're going to go on past like 1:00 tonight. I think a lot of people are exhausted from Valentine's Day. We might cut it short around 1 tonight. I don't think we're going to do a 5:00 in the morning stream tonight.
Yeah, I was actually surprised to see as many people as we got tonight, to tell you the truth.
I haven't not seen Honest Thief yet, but I know I'm planning on seeing that.
Yeah,
this was weird but funny. I think it's like the only thing good about jiu-jitsu.
I think that Honest Thief is just a normal Liam Neeson movie, like The Marksman. I mean, he does so many of those now.
Yeah. I know. I was planning on watching it, but I just haven't got around to it.
Yeah. I see those movies come out a lot, and it's just like I'm not interested in it. I like Liam Neeson tremendously, but I've already seen Taken, and I don't need to see it like 20 different versions of it.
Right. Splattervision's gonna review American Psycho. Nice.
You guys catch the Zack Snyder Justice League trailer?
Yeah, I actually watched somebody do like a reaction video of it, but yeah, it looks pretty decent.
Are you talking about a comic book movie?
Yeah.
Justice League.
Yeah.
Honestly, I wasn't impressed. It didn't do anything for me at all because I already know that movie's a pile of poop anyway. I don't know how Snyder's going to be able to recover it.
I have not seen that.
No.
Yeah, what I saw about the person I watched talk about it, they said basically that movie's going to be basically a whole different type of movie. It's going to be kind of the same, but I guess they wouldn't let that guy do what he wanted to do. So this other movie's basically everything he wanted to do and was filmed, and then I guess they had to reshoot it, and that's what we got or something. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know the whole details. I was just going by what this dude on YouTube said, but so this was going to be basically slightly like a whole different movie.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It still looks as the CGI still looks just as bad as it did when the original Justice League came out. And
yeah,
I just wasn't impressed. That's the movie right there. Paper bag with Nomadland. That reminds me of like what you and Josh do, the van life. I guess there's a lot of people doing that now, Josh. There's a lot of people living out of their cars now. A lot of people.
Well, it's actually not even necessarily because they're homeless.
No, I don't.
I know. And I'm just saying in general, it's either that or I know people that are also doing it because they want something different in their lives, you know?
Yeah.
No, I get that. I don't see I know there's a lot of people out there that are doing the life that have a job and work and everything else. I mean, I can understand them. I understand them doing it, out of necessity if they live somewhere like California. But
There's a lot of nomads in California. A lot of nomads.
That is by necessity though, because California is so fucking hot, so expensive to live in. And in fact, the whole West Coast is really expensive to live in. My brother told me that his girlfriend's sister's brother made an offer on a house in Portland for a $650,000 house. He put a bid in. He put $60,000 on top of his bid. He still lost the house. They still didn't get it.
So Raymond's going to be full-time on the 1st, which means he's going to be full-time living out of his Jeep.
Yeah. Now, will you be working in your regular job right now too, and just living out of the car and going to your job, or are you just going to be? I guess nomad means you travel everywhere, right? I mean, that's the difference between a van life and a nomad life. Is a nomad you're traveling everywhere, and a van life you're basically local.
I think you can do multiple. I think from what I'm read, you can be mobile and you can be static. If you're static, that means you stay. If you're mobile, obviously it means you travel.
All right.
I don't know what Raymond's choosing. Raymond, I think when I watch I think you're going to be traveling, right?
Yeah. See, he's paying $1,200 a month for rent and utilities.
And people do have pets in their vehicles too.
Yeah, that would be the ultimate car alarm, wouldn't it? Let's go look in this car here. Open the door and there's a cheetah staring back at you. So he's gonna be static then.
I think it's going to be mobile.
No, he says he's gonna be working. So doesn't. I'm static until see, he's static till 2023.
That's my dog. Sorry. Somebody heard the squeakiness.
I just think it's funny that I was looking at the American box office and our box office was a movie called The Croods, the second one. It's been out for 12 weeks and it made $2.5 million at number one. And then China, their number one movie almost hit $400 million. That's just.
I know when Freaky came out because it was released to theater for a short time and it went up to 4 million before it even got released to VOD.
Yeah, it sounds like it, Splattervision. I mean, I didn't really know about it at all until I met Hobbs, and I watched his playlist Van Life, and I watched the whole series. It is interesting. I've heard of people.
Raymond made tacos in his Jeep one time, or his van one time.
Well, you cooked in the Rogue though, right? Josh, you did plenty of cooking.
Oh,
on the
definitely.
road.
When I've camped,
Yeah.
all you gotta have is you gotta have a camper stove, and you just gotta have propane.
Yeah. Now, propane is it propane or butane that's safer?
Either or. I mean, butane, people have a tendency to use butane more. It's just your preference. Everybody depends on your system and your stove that you have.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
Broomstick is like what? Broom is like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
No, I know you're talking about. I just don't have anything to like talk about with it because I don't really know much about it, but I know what y'all talking about.
I know that there's I think before I heard about it, I heard about the people that travel around. They're sort of like gypsies, but they call themselves what? Sovereign citizens. Basically, their car is their country. Like as long as they're in their car, they don't have to obey any laws because they're that's their country. Some shit like
Well,
that.
it's not like a political stance or anything. I think a lot of people are doing it to save money or because they want to travel. You see a lot of people that retire that are doing it because they want to be able to travel and enjoy their retirement.
Right.
You see a lot of people that are doing it in like buses, like they'll get buses and they'll take buses and they'll make like schoolies out of them and stuff.
Right. There was a baseball player who did that. He recovered an old bus. Him and his wife, they discovered they got an old bus. They put it together, and they're on Instagram. That's where they got known at. And basically they go wherever he plays baseball at, and they travel there and they set up the bus, and they live out of there and during the season.
It's an interesting lifestyle for people.
Family Video is not coming back.
Yeah,
Theodore was saying he was hoping this would be over with so Family Video could come back because like Family Video's not coming back.
Yeah, Family Video is all shut down around here locally.
Now remember that.
I think there's one more that's open to the end of the month.
Now remember though, they're still doing sales online. They still have their website up. So, but I saw their prices. They did a half price Kino Lorber sale. Yeah, those prices were stupid. I was like, wow, not very cheap. I don't see the online lasting very long either.
Probably not. I don't even think about going there.
So what do you guys plan on watching this week? Anything particular?
If I get a hold of Willy's Wonderland, we're totally watching that.
I'm gonna be watching. I'll tell you what I'm watching. I'm watching Blackenstein for sure, and then I'm either gonna be watching either Probo or San Francisco. And wow, that's for sure, if not both. So and I'm gonna finish Porter. I'm gonna finish Porter Town and do a review on it. And I got to finish Swamp Thing too.
Yeah, I don't know what. I usually kind of pick my movies kind of last minute. It's like, oh, unless I have a plan or whatever. But so I don't know.
Yeah, that's how I operate too. You know, it's funny because I go down and I never just go there and it's like this is what I'm gonna watch unless I have to. Like pump up the volume. Like I know I have to do that. I have to do Showboat in San Francisco, but you know, just for the leisurely watch, it's all about instinct. You know, it's like the movie. I don't know. It's just really weird. I don't have any set plan on watching.
Yeah.
I think when the collection's so big like that, like I was talking with Jason, and it's like when you go there and you go pick out a movie to watch, it's just as overwhelming in your own house as it is when you're at a video store.
That is true.
Well, I'll tell you how I do it. I've got a pile of not watched and the rest of them are watched. I just fucking pull one out. I don't care what it is. I throw it in.
How many movies do you have in your watch pile? Because you actually did a video where you would actually watch everything you owned.
I am down to 5 movies that I've not watched.
Damn, Josh, man, that's crazy. You watch a lot more than I realized.
Raymond, working at a haunted house is absolutely fantastic. I've done it twice. Yeah, Patrick, I love to watch movies like in the middle of the night, like on my downtime.
Like a lot of times when you and I ping each other, you're watching a movie then.
It's true. Or I'm watching YouTube. I try to watch all your guys' content. I probably spend about 2 hours a day watching everybody's videos.
Yeah, I do the same. Now, if you guys having trouble with YouTube, I'm still having trouble retaining people.
Yeah, I might have had something like that because I just lost a subscriber randomly. But
Yeah.
usually mine's pretty steady. It doesn't really like go up, but it don't really go down. It just kind of stays where it's at. Every now and then I'll gain one, but one day I lost one randomly.
Yeah, it's YouTube. It's not you. It's YouTube. It's a war.
Algorithm.
Yeah.
It really sucks too because you can't gain any traction at all.
But you can't let it get to you guys because that's just how shit works.
Right. I don't really let it get to me that much. I mean, I never expected to get where I'm at. You know, I'm not even breaking 100, but I never thought I'd get out of single digits, to be quite honest.
Well,
if you stick around the community, you'll if you stick around the community, people will jump. It will happen for sure.
It's just frustrating though because you put out good content and you promote and and everything else, and then and then you put on like 5 or 6 people will subscribe to you, and you see them so and so subscribe to you, and you get happy, and 2 days later they just take it away.
Yeah, I know. I want to say it was either the first time I joined the chat or it's the first time I was in like the chat box and talking. I'd gained like 8 subscribers that night, and then like the next day it took like 4 away or something like that. I forget how it went, but yeah, I gained like 8. I was basically where I'm at now. It was like at the time I had like 75 or something like that, and I'd went up to like 78. I was like, oh, or something like that. I forget the exact numbers, but I know it was like 78 was like the high number, and then all of a sudden, poof, like 4 or 5 of them just went away.
Yeah. and you have no idea who you can't really go out to anybody and sit there and say, because it's not their fault. They probably don't. Here's the weird thing about it. I was telling my sister this is I can have like I can subscribe to 7 people, and those 7 people will subscribe to me back. I will lose those 7 subscribers, but I won't lose the people I subscribe to because I have 146 people, and I think I have like 255 people I'm subscribed to. Now, normally I like to do 1 for 1, because that's just fair to me. It's like I'll sub to you, you sub for me, and I have a few extra over there, but it's just really frustrating though.
Yeah, but I'm happy. I don't even know if I have like I think 78 last time I looked, but I'm like I said, I'm happy with what I got. If I never get into the hundreds, I'm fine. I never expected to get out of single digits, so getting more would be great. But if I never get more,
your content's good enough for you to be drawing a lot more, though. Boom, that's the problem. See, your content's really good, so you should have a lot more people.
And my random dog barks. I just was so lazy and did not want to refilm that. The storm of the century when my dog's barking the whole half the video.
That was great though. I added a lot of character to it.
Yeah, I was just like I'd already filmed I forget how many videos, and that was my last one I filmed. I was like, I'm just done. I want to get downstairs because it's a little hotter upstairs and stuffy. Like, I want to go back downstairs. I just want to edit and be done. I'm not refilming this just because the dog barked. But yeah, everybody's making comments on that video about the dog.
No, I was over at Hobbs. I was over at Dave and Jay's stream on Friday. Jill, and we're all sitting there talking, and then his cat came in. He has a cat, and his cat came in there, and he was really frisky with Dave, and Dave went to pick him up, and he accidentally scratched him. And so we're just sitting there just talking about his cat, and he got a cat scratch, and he had a hard time stopping the blood. The cat didn't mean to scratch him. But he was sitting there going like, "Wow, I'm bleeding." But his cat was super sweet. Animals add viewers. That's true.
Yeah, I did one of my reviews. I did Good Boy, which is a movie that's on Hulu. And I think I talked about this last week. I remember bringing it up. But the dog in Good Boy looks a lot like my dog. So in that movie, or I tried to like recreate like the poster and the thumbnail with my dog. And then I had her sit in my lap like the whole time I did that review. And I don't think that she didn't bark in that one, but I'm pretty sure that's the only one. Might be, I don't know, might be the only one that she's in review wise, unless you want to see her rolling in the snow.
Good night, Raymond. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Yeah, the stream has been going on for 2 hours and 50 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah.
We try to get 3 hours in. Do you, Boom, do you use hashtags?
Yeah, I'm probably not very good at them, but yeah.
You could do.
The reason I say that is that's a way to get people to notice your channel. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I don't know if I use like enough or whatever, because I think I only use, well, depending on the movie, just depends on how many I use, but, and then I'll share it to like the link to Twitter, and there for a while I was sharing it to Instagram, but I don't always remember to do that. And then I share it to the pages and Facebook, and then I'll share it to my own Facebook page. But
yeah, if you want to do a sub on Facebook, I'm open to that. I have a group inside my Facebook that is pretty active, and you can promote your channel there anytime you want. I encourage it. I mean, I really do, and people are taking advantage of it. So you come in there and drop off your latest video. It's totally cool. And that's one thing Facebook's been doing now too. They've allowed hashtags in groups now, so now you can do up to 5 hashtags in a group. Helped out a lot.
I never think about hashtags on Facebook, so, but my Facebook's, I don't really do a whole lot with like horror wise, but
it's so hard to operate Instagram off of a desktop though. You know, like I like to cut and paste, you know, a lot more, but it won't let me do it on a desktop. You know, like I can change out oh, thank you, DP. Oh, I'm sorry you don't post. Well, maybe you'll get back. Maybe you'll come back to it later on during the year. I just think that helping each other promote their channels and promote their pages, that's really what's key. You know, we're all stronger together.
yeah.
You know, that's the thing I try to do. You know, something like a Wild Eye Week. That's really helpful too, because you can get out there, you can promote other people. Like I'll cover Wild Eye Week, and then I'll list everybody that's doing it, and I'll write up the Wild Eye Week, and I'll put every links to their channels up. You know, to me, it's just like, I'll just, what's the group? I tell you what, I will find you, and we'll have to get together, and I'll send you my Facebook page. So promotion is everything, you know. To me, That's the reason why our channels grow or whatnot. It's hard though. It's hard.
Sorry, I didn't mean that to go off. I'm trying to subscribe to somebody and their video just started going. But yeah, like my Twitter, my Instagram, I do all through my phone. I'm not. But the only thing I do on this computer is this live chat and edit my videos.
Yeah, that's all I do on YouTube. I mean, Instagram is great. I can put like I do a big, whenever I do a big review or interview, I can go ahead and throw that up on my Instagram. But it's hard. How do you get free movies from Wild Eye? Just do reviews. Start doing reviews, Theo. Just like I mentioned before, just start doing them. If you do them and you're really earnest about it, they'll find you. Yeah, it's like I was doing Wild Eye reviews before I met anybody in the community. I was doing those. Me and Dan from Reject Films, we were doing Wild Eye reviews before I met anybody else. How do you do a review? Wow, I would suggest taking a notepad and getting a notepad and a pen, and just watch reviews. I would suggest watching someone like The Horror Man or Horrific Nightmares JM. They're probably the two smoothest reviewers out there. Hobbs is really good too because he adds a lot of humor. Miss Boomstick here, she's a really good reviewer.
The way I do mine is I have a tablet, and you can use Notepad, tablet. I have a Notepad app on my tablet, but I'll type in like the movie, and then I type in like the information, like the year, the plot, the IMDb rating, because some people want to know that, and then I go on from that. Sometimes I'll list actors, but not always, because I have a hard time pronouncing names, so I don't always list the actors. And then then from then on, I'll basically my reaction of the movie, I'll just like little notes of like how I reacted at certain parts of the movie, and then I take all my notes and then go from there about like how I felt about the movie or this or that, and that's the way I do it. But everybody does it differently.
Everybody does it differently. I feel my strength as a reviewer is definitely written. I'm a much better reviewer when I write it out. Doing video reviews, I mean, no knock on anybody. Seriously, no knock on anybody. But I find written reviews so much better than spoken reviews. I just do. I pay more attention to it. That's just me. Everything's subjective. But I like reading a good review. I think a lot of times where people do spoken reviews, they're a little bit rushed, or they'll go too long. Like when I see someone have a review and I look up there and it's like 25 minutes, I'm like, the movie's an hour and a half, and you're giving a 25-minute review on it. That's a little steep, But then I've seen people do reviews that are like 3 minutes long, and it's just not long enough. There's one reviewer who I really, really like a lot, and I always encourage him to reveal a little bit more plot line, because he can get away with it, because he's always worried about, I don't want to ruin the plot. Well, you got to tell the plot a little bit before you can ruin it, and you're skilled enough that you could do that. You just got to have a little bit more faith in it. And but as far as writing goes, I just think you express yourself so much better.
Yeah, my notes are kind of choppy, so I don't think I would do good in just written form. But I write down my notes, and I know where I'm going with that. So
eating carrots do help too.
But Theodore, I would say, yeah, you could explain how the movie is, how good, bad, but how you feel about the movie, or why you think it's good, why you think it's bad. some people do spoilers. I try to avoid as many spoilers as
I don't do
possible.
spoilers. Yeah.
If I do have a spoiler, I will say it before. I'll say, okay, this is going to be a spoiler, so stop the video now if you don't want to hear it. I warn people. I try to. Some people like spoilers, some don't. So I try to be as spoiler free as possible.
Yeah.
And then, but if I feel like I need to bring up a point that's a spoiler, I will warn the person. I will warn in the video beforehand. I'm saying a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear it, shut it off now. But that's just the way I do it. If you want to do it, you'll find how you like to do it.
It says, I really don't know how to do reviews that good. Well, nobody does, Theo. I mean, go to my reviews. My reviews are honestly, they're dog shit. But I can't get any better. The only way I can get better is by doing them. So that's what I encourage you to do. Just start off. Just get out there and start. Just tell the movie like this boomstick said. Well, make notes. Write down. Well, when you watch a movie, take a notepad with you and write down key notes. Reviewing is subjective. There's no right or wrong about it. It's just an opinion. You're expressing an opinion.
Yeah.
What do you like about a movie? What don't you like? It's all about what you like and don't like. I mean, and it's totally subjective. And some people don't. If you submit to a film company and they don't accept you, that's okay. You just move on. I've been turned down. I got rejected by Olive Films when I first started out. I asked them to review and I gave them my samples, and they said that they didn't want to use my reviews. That's okay.
What do you mean by stealing somebody's review idea? Do you mean like the movie itself? If you do, all of us, I think, have reviewed just probably the same movie at some point.
No, I think
but everybody has their own style, so technically you're not copying. Like I just did one that me and the person's not in the chat, but they're part of our horror community. Full Moon, FOOL Moon. I just did a dueling review. They contacted me and it's like, hey, I'm going to watch this movie. Will you watch it? And I do a review, you do a review, and we tag each other in the video. And that's two different perspectives coming from the same exact movie.
Yeah, as far as I think we saw them as format, have you seen Horrific Nightmares? What's in the Bag, Jay?
No, I haven't seen that.
Now that's a really unique format. That's his. They also did the slashbacks. They did slashback Saturdays, and they did the top 20 for 20, and then the top 20 for 20. I think it was top 20 for 2019, and then they did the sequel in 2020. They came up with those ideas, but that's their format. So you don't really want to steal their format. You could ask them to see if you could ask if you could do it, but you got to give them credit for it. Like every time I do a Wild Eye movie on my YouTube channel, if I do a Wild Eye Wednesday, I always give Horrific Nightmares credit every time I do it because it was his idea to do Wild Eye Wednesdays. So I'm always being respectful for that because and I acknowledge him in my review because it was his format.
Yeah.
So it's a respect thing, definitely. I mean, you don't have to do it. You could just go ahead, but it's rude, and I think the backlash would not be good. I mean, you wouldn't get that many people coming over to read your reviews because they wouldn't want to come over and read your reviews.
Yeah. Then he said something about if he's stole it, but he didn't know. But if you don't know, you don't know. But I would try to maybe watch different people in this group, in this chat, and then just come up with your own format, just kind of see how other people do it, give you an idea. But
it'll work, Dale. You just have to start. You just have to do it. It's like learning how to swim or learning how to ride a bike.
Yeah.
You won't get any better until you start doing it.
Yeah, I don't have much money either, but I just gradually bought different equipment and just kind of gradually growing. I mean, I started out filming on my phone. I think a few other people in there film off their phone.
Yeah, that's how I do. I film off the phone too. I'm not really comfortable putting my face out there because my friends Jay and Sean says you should show your face on camera. And I suppose if I did that, I suppose I'd probably add more people to it. But I don't feel comfortable doing facial reviews yet. So I mean, I'm all right with the live stream, but as far as doing a facial review, I'm not comfortable with that. So I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Uh, but that's just me, though. That's just But I use a camera too. I'm using a cell phone. And I saw your bottle flip video, Theo, and you're fine. You just have a little bit of confidence. Yeah, yeah,
All right, guys. Well, we're approaching that 1 o'clock mark, and I think you guys made a lot of great points. To just kind of piggyback on all that, I honestly do what works for you and watch other people and see what they do and just craft the way you want to do it.
yeah.
And the
Totally.
one thing I always recommend, always try to respond to people that respond to you and watch their stuff in return if you have the means to do it.
Yeah.
And respond, because when you put your hard-earned work into a video and people respond and they take their time out of the day to watch your video, if you can, try to respond or make your own videos and just try to sub back to the people because it's how you build your channel.
Right.
And hopefully, YouTube won't come by and wipe out everybody's new subs. Hopefully if we can just get to that one point where they don't come over and eliminate it. But yeah, it's 1 o'clock, Hobbs. I'm ready to pull the chute if you are.
All right, guys. Boom.
Max
Oh,
goes,
Thanks for coming, everybody in the chat. We will do this again next weekend. Look at the kitty.
Look at the kitty. That's
X
good
taking
for
me to bed tomorrow. He's not feeling well.
that's good. That's good for like another 50 subs right there.
Max
Papa,
goes,
for Papa, go eat some carrots, folks. All right, thanks for coming by, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Bye.
All right, peace.
Oh, no, don't go on the keyboard. No. Bye, cat.